Senhores, mais uma semaninha de Skirmish, como é que vocês estão? Diz pra mim como é que tá o volume aí pra vocês, até que enfim ficou online. Sejam todos muito bem-vindos, mais uma semaninha de Skirmish. Esses daí são os highlights, né, da semana passada. Estão conseguindo assistir de boa aí, guys? Como é que tá o volume, a qualidade? O meu volume, o volume do jogo. Salve, Matheus. Só ajeitar um negocinho aqui, guys, rapidinho. Só diminuindo um pouquinho aqui a minha tela. Beleza? Prontinho. Salve, CZM. O volume dele está baixo, né? Tô ciente. Vou aumentar agora, ó. Já deu uma melhorada. E agora? Eu quero saber se dá pra ouvir eles e me ouvir, entendeu? Dá pra ouvir os dois agora? Nossa, eu lembro disso semana passada, fino do fino. Como é que tá? Tá dando pra me ouvir tranquilo, Pedro? Matheus, Eric? Todo mundo conseguindo ouvir de boa? Vai começar, guys. Salve, Eric Aquino. Jonathan, obrigado pelo host, meu querido. Tamo junto. Salve, Magrão. Magrão, como é que tá o volume aí? Tanto da transmissão quanto do meu microfone? Tá tranquilo? Preciso de um feedback de vocês, hein? Bom dia, meu querido. Bom dia não, né? Boa tarde já, né? Boa tarde já. Aí eu vi vantagem de falar. Eu tô sem moderador de dia, mano. Meus moderadores não estão aparecendo de dia, não. Salve, Arthur BM. Seja bem-vindo. Tamo junto, Pedro Henrique. Beleza, gente. Qualquer, então, diferença, vocês me avisam, beleza? Sobre o volume. Show? Salve, Dondon. PH, seu lindo. Dondon, vou comprar um óculos pra você, Dondon. Você deve estar precisando. Tamo junto. Guys, saiu um vídeo novo hoje no canal, hein? Quem não conferiu, dá uma conferida lá ainda. Pedro, esse torneio são 5 jogos. Eles premiam $40 mil cada lobby, né? Cada lobby vale $40 mil, são 5 lobbies. E esse, se eu não me engano, é o europeu, é o Skirmish europeu. Vamos ver se a pontuação, mas eu acredito que cada vitória, o seu próximo jogo é multiplicado por 3 e cada vez que você mata mais que 7, o seu próximo jogo é multiplicado por 2, entendeu? E aí cada kill vale um ponto. É duo, duo. Começa agora. Vamos ver. Quem tá conseguindo ver em 1080p aí? Caso esteja travando, gente, é só diminuir a qualidade, hein? Salve, Pernalonga. Ô, louco, Dondon. Para com isso. Com certeza a paisagem do Fortnite é muito bonita. É linda.
Good morning and welcome to week 7 of the summer skirmish. My name is Zeke, and this week, ladies and gentlemen, we are joined by Monster D-Face. Monster, how you feeling, man?
Feeling good, man. I made it in. First off, coming from a player to a shoutcaster for this event, I'm super excited, so thank you guys for having me. Oh, man, I'm ready to get into the game today. It's going to be an awesome one. So with that, I want to show you guys the schedule for today. So we're going to be covering over the EU teams first. So from 9 a.m., these are going to be the first set of games. We're going to carry these into 5 games.
Lembrando que esses duas são as duas da Europa, tá, guys?
Break, where we're going to cover over the NA games from 2 to about 5 PDT. So yeah, we're going to have some crazy games today.
For sure. And keep in mind, it is going to be 5 matches per each side. So Europe will have 5, then North America will have 5, just like we had last week, which is going to be good for the players, right?
Yeah.
Because you get to play 5, take a break, and then tomorrow, refresh, you can play 5 more. With every week, we change up the format. This week, we're going with big bonus. So basically, players are fighting for the most points, and there's a cumulative bonus,
olha que legal.
Matches have bonuses within themselves. Eliminations
Olha que legal, guys. Cada eliminação ponto. Cada vitória 5 pontos. E quem fizer mais de 8 eliminações também ganha 5 pontos, hein? Legal esse formato, hein? Eu gostei.
I want to get into this. I want to get into this. We went from 7 eliminations for bonus points, which was hard enough to score, to 8 eliminations for even a larger score sum here. So not only does every point score you 1 per elimination,
right?
Getting 8 eliminations is going to be insane. I don't even think it's like possible for more than one team to score this. So if it does happen, I'm going to be blown away.
Yeah. And with that, let's hop into
eu vi que agora vai ser obrigado a jogar no 16x9, né?
I'm very excited to see how aggressive.
I'm so hyped. Let's go.
What do you? Let's make some predictions.
Começou agora, Play já?
What do you hope? What do you hope? No matter what happens.
No matter what happens, I hope an underdog comes to the top today with their opportunity to show off and make a name for themselves. Because I love that part of this.
Sabia que era ela, sabia. As mulheres brabíssimas no game.
First, going for Loya. Ooh, is that a flush factory landing?
Oh my gosh. Maybe? No way.
Who? Oh man, so we already know if she's going to flush factory, they are not trying to kick things off.
Parece pouco nervosa, não parece? Pouco nervosa.
These guys are going to be splitting up, and early game is the hardest, so this is the most important decisions for the rest of the game here. How you start your games off.
And we kind of talked about it, right? With the new format, you want to try and land eliminations because every elim, like last week,
Ethnix com
right? So what do you think, especially just because it's match 1, do you think people should start the game and go as hard as possible? Do you think maybe people are looking to warm up? What do you think?
You know, honestly, based off of my experience, kicking things off in a hotspot is the scariest. You never want to touch down and be the first squad eliminated. And it's like early game gear fear, like right here, not having armor, but yeah, he has a shotgun. That's teamwork right there. Well done. His teammate comes up, rotates, and that's a first game elimination. But look at how quick that trade-off just happened. Instantly gets knocked in. What a clutch up. What a clutch up.
Utah, look, his teammate is Fnatic Ethnix.
My
you
guy.
Talked about him.
I was just talking about Ethnix. Ethnix is a fantastic player, super skill. And here we have another team coming in. So we got Poverty right here, and it looks like they're going to be close to Loya. So we have multiple squads here. And look, there's another battle going off early game. You don't want to lose your teammate. These are the most riskiest battles. You have the least amount of loot. Look at that. His teammate just got traded out. He's got to get at least 1 point here. You got to thirst that player. Oh man. So yeah, see, he doesn't even want to stay there. If I were him, I would go for the point. Every point matters. We'll find out right now if he can clutch up. That's 1 hit. This player has armor. He needs 1 more. What
nice.
Wow. Shot. That was the Vic goes down. We've seen the Vic show up, but I think they're. Do you think they're? I can't tell if there's another player here.
No, well, you know, this Loria is close by at the Flush Factory. They might have heard these shots, but I think they're just going to be worried about setting up because they went with a passive spawn in. These are the risks you take for trying to land hot early game.
Look at this. This is DK and Razor. in previous weeks, we actually watched a game where DK was talking to us, and we literally just
Pegar o post daí que a gente tá jogando, Pedro, não saiu ainda a lista dos jogadores não. Assim que aparecer aqui na tela a gente procura
Phraieiro is a
junto.
really awesome player as well. We've seen him always pretty much consistently.
Phraieiro is so consistent. He's so consistent. He's definitely got skill. These guys know what they're doing, and you can tell that their game plan is typically the same. This is like his area, you know. So anyone looking to come in on that racetrack here, they're gonna have a problem. And look at the map here. This is my favorite part. Look at how the racetrack. You think they're safe? Nope. Look, you have 2 more players coming in directly towards them. They don't even know yet.
But Monster, look, there's also 2
and it's 2 right under them.
Yep. Right coming in from Hero base, and
so it looks like that extra squad's here in the shots. They're looking to come in and clean this whole fight up. If they don't end this fight really quickly, this other squad's just going to come in and catch them off guard here. So
Eles estavam comentando que esses caras são muito consistentes, né?
High ground before they get caught off guard.
I really like the usage of the silenced SMG there, because we talked about this yesterday once we got together, and you mentioned the moment that people hear shots, they're trying to vulture, they're trying to
come in hot, and look at how cautious they are, right? They know that they got to protect themselves to even pop armor. No one wants to take the risk. And oh man, looks like we're kicking this one off with a knock here. So this is where you want to go completely hyper aggressive and come in and try to really wrap this player up. So it's a 2v1 here, and look at how he's switching between every weapon, and he gets caught off guard. That's a knock. So now it's a 1v1. Oh man, what a clutch up from his teammate, dude. What a clean shot.
Wow. Now here's the thing. What's the second dual squad? Because we saw on the minimap there was 2 different squads on the way. Or no, this is Paradise. Never mind. This is Paradise.
No, this is Paradise Fund, but they're close. I mean, it all depends on the rotation. They even had Zone. If you take a look at the map here, Zone is right there. So this team is more than likely going to run into Razuro's team, Razor's team sometime soon, for sure.
Man, this is good though, right? So they got the eliminations. Now they have this. It looks like to themselves, because if there was another team here, they're definitely going to try and third party, right?
Yeah, they'd be rolling in soon. And oh yeah, coming back to these guys, looks like they made a nice recovery here. I don't know, man. For me, it's all about materials early game, and yeah, it looks like their gear is okay, but they could do a much better loadout. See, they're really short on ammunition and stuff here, so if they don't move soon, they're going to be stuck in one of those weird situations where they can't really jump into fights unless it's extremely close quarter, because look at how limited they are on that AR ammo.
Yeah.
They got to make a move out of this POI sometime soon.
And Loya, we talked about it, is just near, right, in Flush Factory.
Yeah, and by this time, with the storm moving, everyone's already on rotation.
A maioria dos setups estão da mesma forma,
né? The risk
né?
of moving right now is extremely high.
Uma pump, uma 12,
coming in from the player's perspective. So like, what do you do, right, Boxer? So you land, maybe you find some
eliminations.
How do you
quem puder levar grudante tá levando, quem puder levar C4 tá levando.
What rotations could you make? What objectives are you trying to do?
There's multiple ways you can approach end-game situations. There are the players that like to go dead center, prioritize high ground, which is a fantastic play, but you have to understand there's risk and reward to taking a really good spot early on. You take a spot early on, what are you sacrificing? Farm time. Are you going to have maximum resources by the time you get there? Probably not, because you're choosing to have such a great spot on the map. You probably don't even have the greatest resources, so you really have to fine-tune and balance it out depending on the zone. Not every game's the same. These things are super dynamic, and it changes from zone to zone. Like, look at these guys here. They're not prioritizing positioning, right? They got to get their mats up.
Right. So now, what do you think, right? So if you're in Paradise, because it's literally at the edge of the storm, you say wait it out. Yeah.
Absolutely. You take advantage of this free time here. You want to capitalize on that. Looks like we have another battle here. Roby 62 and Dojby coming on the fire, and he's got that new skin on. He's looking really good here. Oh no, so this is a risk he's taking, right? He's deciding to full heal here while his teammate is keeping the other opponent distracted. So lucky for him, he manages to pop off the Chug, catch the knock here on Solary, Yoshi, and now he's going for the push. This is an extremely risky push there. You notice he didn't even protect himself. Yeah, he's just got to get that point, play the low ground, and really just wait for the other player to come down towards him. You don't have to rush it. He has over a minute left here. He's got to play the patient game. They're already in the lead.
Wow, over to Isaac and Le. They've rifted in. Now they're inbound, so they're flying over. Paradise Palms is now on the right.
Yep.
So now they're flying in. Here's Fatal. Do you think they maybe just go up to...
I think they're looking to land on a squad right now.
Você acha que o
You gotta
Branco
understand that
Tefum levou
everyone
no
needs
YouTube
points,
e no
and
Fortnite?
if
Ele
you
levou no
don't
YouTube
catch
também?
early
Como
in,
assim?
you're gonna let people get too comfortable, and they're gonna be armored up, and then it's gonna be hard to fight them when they're fully shielded. There it is. Just like I said, they're looking for a battle now because they understand that if they can get an easy pick, you want to kick things off, right? You want to start things off, try and get damage in, and then take advantage of your positioning. So here it is. You can see they're kicking it off with the grenades there, and now's the full ascend here. They're going in all the way. Barely misses that snipe shot. That would have been crucial to success in this battle here.
And they've led with the explodes.
And look at that. Just jumps straight over, clean shot, no misses. That was such a nasty punch shot there.
It's interesting how he's like building down and kind of like disengaging.
Oh yeah, he's waiting. He just gave the call out to his teammate. He said like basically right here. So he told his teammate, this guy's right above me, you know, and he's just waiting for him to come in now. And he's gonna take down his porta fort here. Yep, he's trying to bring this down. So while the player is up top, he's looking to bring down this build battle. You know, and this for the player up top, you hear someone breaking it down, you get nervous. You don't want to take that fall damage because you know what's gonna happen. You see, he realized he couldn't bring it down, but the player moved, so now he's going back for the high ground. And that's him using those sign cues. Now look how they just turned his whole battle around. It's a 2v1. He's got the high ground. That player disengages. That's the right move. That is the right move. You want to get out of there and reset. Oh, he dived low. He's trying to get to a rift here. He landed actually short. He can turn his whole battle around. This is a 1v1 right now. This is what you don't want to do in battle. Look at how things are turning around right here. Yes, it's okay to chase, but if you get thirsty on the push here, you see how quickly things can change. That he lost all his armor. Now he's super low on HP.
And now his teammate is just joining in.
Yeah, he's gotta wait. Yup, he's gotta wait for his teammate. So that's the right play here. And again, 1v1 right there. Oh, risky, dude. So risky to split up like this. Looks like he's gonna get it though. There it is.
Aragonist.
Nice job. They almost threw that one. Almost threw that one.
You know, and I appreciate the play. I appreciate that players are being aggressive because they do want to find those 8 eliminations, but his teammate was just so far behind. If he had made a misstep, it would have cost him his life there, but luckily, like you're saying, he played it back. He's like, look,
yeah. In the heat, in the heat of the moment, you get a sense of confidence when you damage an opponent like that. You see him on the run, you want to chase him down. But if you chase without your teammate, now you're making a 1v1. You're giving that player the opportunity to actually turn his whole thing around. Imagine he would have got the knock and rifted out.
Yeah.
That's it, dude, right? Like,
salve pra Julia.
It's a point going the enemy's way. That's not what you like to see. That's not at all we like to see. But look at this.
Oh, he just caught these guys farming, and that's enough. And he must have been super lit. He hit him in the chest and dropped him. So that player had no shield there. Look at the aggro push here with the launch pads. These guys are gonna dive in. This is all them. There's no way they messed this up here. Yup, getting right behind him. That guy's armor's gone now. That must have been the 2 minis right there. And oh snap, he's in the player's builds. He doesn't have the wall here, so he's really got to get out of here. Yeah, he understands that. Look how quick he rotated out.
I think that's so key, man. Knowing when it's like just time to disengage.
These guys know exactly when it's time to move. If they don't have those walls there, he's looking to get out of there, and he wants to get that point just in case. And this is Rogue Gameru. What a good player to take out this early on. That's going to definitely play a factor in how many slayers are on the map. That was a key knock there. Key knock.
Back over to SSK.
I'm actually catching even Fnatic Jarl in the kill feed. Just picked up another one as well. Method Fixer teamed up with Gabby here. Just got himself a knock. So Gabby looks like her team's doing well. These guys are doing really good right now. And there it is. Jarl, they're in combat right now. So we already know he has a kill. You can see that elimination right there on his 1 point. And now another team's trying to come in and catch these guys off guard while they clean up the battle. And they do catch his teammate here. Almost with this. That's so unfortunate. But it's not over yet. There's another squad right below him. There's actually another team right below him.
Vendo o FPS, torço pra Loeia. Vamos ver como é que ela vai sair, né?
You know, and he's set up.
Lembrando, se bem que a lobby agora é diferente, né? O formato dessa semana tá diferente da semana passada, então vamos ver. Quando acabar o jogo, vamos ver como é que eles vão explicar. Eu sei que cada eliminação é um ponto, cada vitória você ganha 5 pontos e cada vez que você faz mais de 8 eliminações, 8 ou mais, você ganha mais 5 pontos. Salve pro Arthur.
The running game, right? Who can get to the storm first?
But watch his rotations. He's leaning left. He's
Outro jogador jogando em 4x3, hein, guys? Não tinha sido banido, guys? Eu acho que essa semana ainda tá valendo, hein?
Really wants him. They gotta push into him. And look at how he doubles back here. See? He's losing these guys. They don't even realize. This right here is gonna catch this opponent off guard.
Now, but do you keep building, or do you think maybe it's best to just run in the storm?
No, you want to. He's gonna. I think what he's gonna do, he's probably just gonna chill for a second and try and buy himself some time. The more that team shoots, the more attention they attract to themselves as well. See how he knows he's got 2 med kits. He's in no rush here. And there it is. He's just gonna chill. This is actually like, this is why he's such a good player, and they're so consistent week to week. He understands how much time he has. He just has to pop the med kit by 20 HP, and he'll be fine. Look at him waiting out every second. Every moment matters here. The longer that team thinks he's gone, the better his odds are getting out of here. He actually waited till the last pixel.
Ban apenas para campeonato para todos os players. Quer vir no Shida? Não sei, meu querido. Eu fiquei sabendo.
Oh my god.
It's okay.
Eu fiquei sabendo que não pode mais usar 4x3 não. Só não sei, só não pesquisei ainda. Vou dar uma pesquisada depois.
Or something like that. It's over. Like you're gonna get over. He waited till the
Mas
last.
parece que o próximo evento aí.
I don't think they know where he is. I think he might be in the clear.
O próximo evento não vão poder mais jogar 4x3.
Do you think he's gonna do it again? Wait till 20.
Absolutely. Every second matters here. And there it is. Well, I don't know if that was the greatest idea to go ahead and fire there, but looks like he's trying to get at him.
Caraca, ele vai se manter.
Look, that was the risk he took. I don't think that was worth it. I'll be honest with you. And he didn't land a shot there, so he didn't even use first shot accuracy. He kind of just, you know, used that.
Tá tirando de 2 em 2, mano. Que
He doesn't
isso?
even have like bouncers or a launch pad. Like, he's
so
just
think
kind of
about
here
it.
now.
If he gets caught in the next storm, that's 5 tick.
Right.
You cannot be in 5 tick, especially without any more heals. He's expended all of that. But he's got 99 stone, 800 metal. Geez, I didn't even check his resource count. Wow, he's balling as far as the loot goes, so he's just got to make it to the next zone now.
Wait, did the other team just leave?
I mean, because you got to get to the zone, right? You can't stay behind because someone's you know, looking to risk their positioning. They want to get to the next zone if you want to win this game.
Looks like
there it is.
He's just trying to see if anyone's there, any like stragglers, any loot.
He's gonna coast. All right, so these guys are just outside of the
Salve,
zone.
Lorde. Provavelmente sim, meu querido. De madrugada hoje.
Looks like a team is engaging on him from above. You definitely want to disengage.
É da Europa sim, Thiago. Ninja não tá não. Ninja vai estar às 6 horas, ô... Thiago.
You know, it's so interesting that people will try not to use metal and
Tamo
stuff
junto,
like
Luan
that.
Matos. Obrigado,
When they get in a
brother.
real intense
Ajuda
situation,
demais,
see how you
mano.
upgrade his resource count here.
Salve,
Because
Ponte.
PvPing now with the best resources is the way to go. They're trying to take control of all these walls here. They want to be able to make these edit plays. Oh, look at that push! These guys are going to put a rooftop over them, and that's going to cost them. Wow, that's a quick.
O interessante é que eles estão fazendo a mesma estratégia que a Liquid fez no último Análise Pro, né? Depois, se você não viu, dá uma olhadinha lá no canal. Saiu uma Análise Pro hoje. E a Liquid ganhou o primeiro jogo exatamente fazendo isso. Quebrando a casa toda, remontando toda ela com construção, né? A partir do momento da quarta safe ou terceira safe, você já tem que dominar a maior região possível, cara. Cara, esse cara é muito igual o Pipo, mano. Pelo amor de Deus, é muito igual. Cadê o Pipo aí? Ô, Pipo, cadê você? Pode resolução esticada, The Best? Eu acredito que essa semana ainda sim, meu querido. Eu acho que o próximo campeonato que vai acontecer em Sydney, que não.
If you saw his teammate kind of disengage there, and he was still full aggro. So I think his teammate made the call out to just kind of chill. Yep. No, whoa, he actually full ascended, so someone's in the high ground here.
I think Otaga's like that aggressive player though. Like even if he gets hyper aggressive, like he knows exactly how far he can go before he's like, okay, I gotta reel it in.
Ninja tá não, Ninja vai estar 6 horas.
That was a mistake. That was a true mistake. And look at that, he doesn't realize that the falls down. That dude died to 1 shot, so he was already weak. He's trying to get that point for the elimination. That's gonna get him some
down up top.
Oh, he was thirsty as well, so that was a trade.
And that was a shotgun, so that means that basically Miklau was fighting in close quarters there with an enemy, but he goes down. Now here's the thing, and you kind of talked about this, it's not over, right? Because even if your dual partner goes down,
tá metendo Johnson, Gotagai.
So
absolutely not, because remember, this could still be a 1v1. That's a fair fight, right?
Yeah.
There's plenty of points on the board here to be made, and I mean he already has 4.
Il a déchiré tout. Venez de récupérer.
No, you can just feel the intensity here. His teammate and him are trying to like trade back comms here to figure out what to do. He knows the players above him. He knows there's another team that was pretty much, you know, firing in at this fight here. So he's got to be extremely cautious with the push. And, you know, it's one thing about in high-level PvP, the best players know when to build and when they can, like, free run for, you know, in some degree, like, free run without taking fire. Because for every player that exposes himself, you see, like, right there, oh, man, he left that wall open. That's gonna backfire. Oh, this guy's in critical damage there, yeah. We got another battle going on here. Just drum gun bullies his way through. That's already 4 eliminations on him. You see how these guys try to avoid using doors? You don't want that extra action of having to open a door.
Right.
It's the little things that make a difference in how fast they can push up on players. And these guys are actually in a great spot here. TC with 4 eliminations and his teammates still alive. Look at those resources, Ziki.
Man, they are. I mean, like, this is great, right? Like, you don't have to go that far.
They have zone.
Exactly. You've
Ô,
got
louco, Debest. Aí deve ser PC topzão, hein?
You don't want to hear grenade launcher coming at you, but these guys know they got to get out of here. Oh, stink bomb, choking up the point here. Choking up their rotation point. And you know what else? Something really important to note? Bouncers. Bouncers are game changer for rotations in the end game.
Dude, I like that edit. So most of the time people do the wall inverted there, so like the slice is up high. He did the slice down low so he could peek over the wall, and if they return fire, they'd hit the wall instead.
Exactly.
Like that right there. That's okay.
This guy's quick, dude.
Man, 400 AR bullets, and he's got a drum gun.
All right, so this is what you want to do in this situation. Honestly, TC and his partner want to use bouncers and either get centralized, build high, because you know Storm 6 is going to start moving the zone. And look, it lands on him. So from right here, they want to go straight in the air, hit the coast.
Nossa, fechou neles, mano. Que situação maravilhosa. Olha ali no mapa. Ih, caralho, deu ruim no volume lá dos caras lá, hein? Ué, foi no meu.
These guys are being in such a good position to actually win this game. So they can play for wins or they can play to snake.
Mano, que situação maravilhosa.
And try and get, little kills here and there.
Eles estão tentando dominar o máximo de espaço possível, né? Perceba isso.
Yeah, because Victor is still worth 5 points, right? I mean,
right. Their elimination count's really high. If they could just get that 5 extra points for winning the game, and this is the prime spot.
Você percebe que nesses campeonatos você tem pouca beauty fight? Você não tem muita beauty fight.
I think they just feel the threat.
É mais a disputa do high ground e o domínio de território. Você não tem aquelas brigas. Você até tem muito in stream, né?
Oh, look at that.
Mas em campeonato aí de $200 mil, cara, você vê pouco, sinceramente. Você vê 1 ou 2 beauty fights é muito.
In my opinion, they're burning resources here. Because what's going to happen, players are going to rotate into their little maze, right? And they're going to just break it down and come in.
Especially with the update to the pickaxes, right? Pickaxe damage is going to destroy all that stuff.
All right, so check this out. See, these guys
have quando você vai pra uma beauty fight, tem um suporte de alguém que sempre te prejudica, né, cara?
They're so paranoid down in their little tunnel area, they don't realize that they could just build up here. And do what this guy's do. This guy's just straight up trying to clean up fights here, see if he can catch a weak player.
Tem BR jogando, não tem não, robô?
And he's actually by himself, so he's playing a win solo dolo here.
15 players left. So Monster, I mean, you've been in these types of situations, right? Yep. What are you thinking going into top 20, top 15, top 10?
You get a confidence boost.
Yeah?
Without a doubt. Yeah,
okay.
Once you're here, it's almost like you kind of feel a sense of relief. Like, I made it to the end game. Now it's just time to play textbook. If you play textbook, you will find yourself, having more success. Especially, like, right here, this guy's by himself up here because they would have already realized, oh, dude, it's only one guy fighting at us. Let's push this, right? Oh, he gets the knock. That guy must have been lit up from the storm here. Oh, these guys are playing a dangerous game in the storm. He's going to actually get 2 kills. And this is what we're talking about. Even if you're by yourself, it's not over till it's over, you know? So look at that. This guy's going to get himself a point right there. Player eliminates the storm. He's got to keep that pressure up. This is an opportunity that he probably won't get again.
Wow.
It is another point.
Just vulturing 2 eliminations there.
That was a quick one. Look at he just decided to go straight for the low ground. He wants to loot.
So this is Tixi and Skewer. Over to J-Biz and Kinstar.
Olha, lendário salário dos times, hein?
Jogando
juntos, que legal.
I mean, Kinstar is one of those like unbelievably consistent players, right? He just always makes it.
Eu falo isso toda semana. Kinstar é dos mais consistentes players do mundo,
win, though, they're still going to be so low in points here. This as a squad
top
right here,
10 do Kinstar tá. Você pode crer que todo top 10 do Kinstar tá.
They have enough loot to be hyper aggressive and try and really prioritize this next zone with that launch pad. I think they got to turn up the gas pedal here and get there.
A Epic cagou na sense, eu não acho não. Tô até gostei do que eles fizeram. Pra mim, pelo menos, acho que cagou pro console, eu não sei, pro PC não.
I mean, at this point, you just need these points every single.
O torneio da Epic vai ter que ser todos 1920 por 1080, então eu acho que vai ter que ser a resolução do seu monitor, a resolução nativa do seu monitor. Não tenho certeza, mas eu acredito que
not even going for the thirst. They just want to get the kills. They just want these points. They're just diving on this player here.
I don't know who that was, but that bounce
they need to take advantage.
Aggressive was I like it.
He's
got to bounce out. Oh, misses the bounce. Oh, no. It's not over though. He can actually crawl his way to the next zone here.
So it's just Keenstar. What do you do in this situation, right?
He didn't get the elimination. They didn't take advantage of it. That's what I was talking about. They should have. You had to be hyper aggressive there. Wait until the last moment is you're playing with fire. You're really playing with fire.
Não, então, a resolução esticada não vai ser permitida, mas por exemplo, se você quiser jogar na 1600 por 900, que é 16 por 9, eu vou poder, não vou.
But they're racking up points. I mean, they're doing good.
I think it's interesting, like how we've seen kind of the meta develop over the course of Summer Skirmish. Is like for a long time, players thought high ground is the only key to victory. But like these guys are showing us, they're on the lowest ground possible, and they're still showing up.
And remember what I told you? There was 2 ways you could do it. You can choke players out when you have zone, playing the low ground by holding them out, or you can take the high ground and really apply some heavy pressure.
Right.
Like you can see before that, the launchpad play coming in is also a risk. So
Nossa,
nobody's safe no matter
what. Olha o life
Just gotta play your best game.
SK just trying to make his way into the new circle. He's super
Acabou o material. Vixe, já era pra ele.
Oh, no
materials. Nope, that's it. He's got to make this edit play here. Every move matters. If he even falls right here, it's over. Wow, the RPG gets him in a free knife right there.
Oh man.
If I were him, throw all your clingers. Use your resources. Don't get eliminated with them. Use them. You don't know what you can make happen here.
Especially with 3 eliminations.
He's got no HP. If he falls down, literally any fall damage. This is really intense here, guys.
Ele entrou na história, mano.
So now it's 4 players left. Beehive here.
This is a 2v2.
Ele desistiu do game, né? Pelo amor de Deus.
Ground level, and these guys have high ground. Look, he must have realized someone just got knocked by the storm. They caught that on the kill feed, and the excitement level.
Estranho, né? A gente briga tanto pelo high ground que chega no final do game todo mundo quer descer.
They know, yup.
Oh, they have grenades.
Olha só, caiu como uma luva essas granadas, mano. Como uma luva, mano.
And then the sob afterward.
Oh man.
So let's talk about that.
Legal essa estratégia, hein? Você pega o high ground, deixa grudante a HEzinha pro final, chega no final, taca tudo pra baixo e GG.
That it was a 2v2. They had the high ground. They took advantage, and you saw the ricochet with the nades before the team below them got to set up. All the explosions. They didn't even expect it.
Yeah, definitely. We'll have the final moments coming in from that final game in just a moment. But man, I'm excited. This was only the first game of the day.
Got my heart going.
It's so what's interesting is that toward at one point there was like just eliminations like crazy.
It was popping off.
Yeah,
it really did.
Do you think that's the way to go though? Like, do you think that's what we're gonna see from these games?
I've been there. It's so hard to just get in there and steamroll people. You're not going to steamroll them. You have to give everyone a lot of respect in your battles. So playing hyper aggressive for me, I think it's a high risk, high reward. I don't take it. I'll wait till end game and really just rotate on in comfortably.
Okay.
And try and clean up battles and make sure I'm in, like you said, textbook. The best position possible.
Yeah.
It's the way you carry your squad to victory.
Definitely. Let's take a look at that final moment coming in from our first game of EU. Man, oh man. So Beehive and Blood find themselves a victory royale.
Look at that. Oh, so clean.
Just bouncing back.
And he catches not 1, but 2, right? Because his teammate was not. They read that off the storm and jumped in. They knew.
That's such an awesome play. So that means at minimum they're walking away with 5 points for the victory royale. And we saw, I think, Blood actually had 3 eliminations, so we'll have the scoreboard up in just a little bit. We can see where the players fell after first game. But what were you happy to see there from the first game?
What my favorite part was the retail role play. It was kind of crazy. He was battling under pressure, right, with wood, hit a quick transition, went to metal, used all his metal right away in that situation. That's because he knows the game. Metal starts with more HP, right? He has better odds of playing defense. And although you sacrifice your best materials, I mean, it was worth it. They got a kill elimination right after that.
Yeah. They found on Gabby and Fixter.
That's right.
Let's take a look at the highlights coming in from our first game of the day. That's such a...
Oh, this is early on.
Yeah.
We call it the SWAT, right?
Pega porque a BD não tá jogando esse campo valendo $4.000 que está acontecendo para o Brasil e a Argentina, porque não é oficial.
DK over at Gus.
Oh, these guys play so well as well.
$4.000 é uma ótima premiação.
Squad here rolling up.
Yep.
And, you know, it's crazy.
Mas por não ser oficial, não
come in to try and clean these guys up. I think they realized this fight started and ended.
Right, yeah.
Straight up, it was over.
There's so much action.
And this right here, clean play. Doesn't even expect it. Look at that headshot.
Nice shot.
He's like, wait. Come back. Oh man, I'm really excited to see this duo, Tinny and Jarl. Oh,
honestly, that was a great game 1.
Yeah.
That was a really good
We
game.
saw 4 games.
That was game 1.
PH, sabe por que o Tefu excluiu o canal? Não sei. E aí, PH, já viu o pai ao vivo no Facebook? Já, Lucas. Já vi hoje. Hoje, inclusive, ele tava.
Oh, we didn't even see that one.
Oh my God.
E o cafezinho? Eu vou pegar,
Thiago,
Thiago. Eu vou pegar. Vou até mandar
Yeah, don't forget,
mensagem
guys,
pro
you
meu
guys can
amigo.
submit clips.
Desse
Do that.
café
We gotta
ainda.
watch it
If you
together.
guys catch some that you know, your favorite streamer you want to see up here, submit those clips. Do them the favor.
Pô, tem café?
Dude, there's just so many clean plays.
Oh yeah, you can see. Look at how many players are running pump after the change here.
Right.
A lot of players thought it wasn't going to be a big change, but now that feel of having that high DPS even slightly faster, these competitive players definitely appreciate it.
Yeah. You know what we haven't seen yet is the rifts.
Rifts to go.
Yep. Yep.
Dude,
And the new POI.
You asked me what I want to see. I want to see an endgame high ground retake with the rift to go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to jump out of my seat.
Yeah.
100%. I can't backflip.
Especially,
I guarantee I'll have so much adrenaline. I'll hit one today.
Okay. That's the way to do it. And look here, the final moments.
The winning explodes right here.
Just like you're saying, off the backboard.
See, his teammate was already knocked. He was probably in the middle of a revive, didn't even realize. He didn't have time to react, really.
Yeah.
It's happened that quick.
And they made the really quick play there because when we watched, they started yelling out, they're like, go, 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 go.
Knew it.
Because they saw one player went down and they just followed up.
That's right.
Grenades there to play. So
Prontinho,
for
botei
anyone that
água.
might just be joining
Botei
us
água
and
pra
probably
ferver.
wondering, what's the format, Zeke? It's what's for week 7? With this week, we're going with big bonus. So we're going to play a total of 5 matches and players are fighting for the most points. Eliminations are worth 1 point. Victory
Salve,
rounds
só
worth
morre.
5.
Hoje não,
Duel
meu
can
querido.
find 8 or
Quer
more
dizer, tem,
eliminations.
mas eu não vou jogar.
You get an
Vou ficar
additional
analisando
5
aqui que eu
points.
acho
So if you
melhor.
meet that threshold, you're going to hit the board with 13 points. I can't wait to see that.
As far as the schedule goes, that was just game 1, guys. We have 4 more games, and this is the
Andrezinho, mas tá tendo clãs grandes jogando.
9 a.m. to
Que tem?
roughly about 12 o'clock after game
Não é
5 finishes.
oficial,
We're going
bro.
to break, and then we'll resume with the
Rolar não
NA
rolou nada,
games
teoricamente,
later
por
on
isso tá muito
today.
lento. Parece que o boneco está
Man, and there's-
pesado.
so again,
Ah,
the
isso tá
modification
acontecendo no
we've made is the
PS4?
prize. There is per match pricing, but then at the end of the
Vocês também
day,
podiam criar uma
they're
conta
also
fake
fighting
e
for
participar.
cumulative
Não,
bonus.
não, não tem
I love
necessidade
this.
disso
I
não,
love the
Lizinho. Tem
cumulative
necessidade
for
disso não.
placing. You know what I mean? So this is going to reward consistency, top to bottom, first attempt.
Yeah, definitely. We also
Salve,
have a
Nilson.
new lineup
Salve,
of
Gabriel.
players here joining us in EU, so let's take a look at some of the participants and check out some of the duos that are competing. I mean, we saw the
Olha,
likes of
vamos ver,
Gotaga
então.
and Mikolau. You can see Eva1 and Say Hello. Svenos and Mitra, we saw Atlantis, they
Gotaga,
won,
Mikolau.
3 weeks ago at this
Tiki
point?
Tiki.
Actually, before the official event, I was
Toshiwa.
watching Svenos and Mitro kind of train.
Yeah.
I mean, they were slaying in pubs.
Really?
Yeah, they're doing
Tem
great.
mais Seven Nós com Mito.
I'm very also excited because we saw Isaac and Lair together. We saw Loya and Atlantis. So Majin and Mitro played. They were the duo from a few weeks ago. So now they're playing with different players. Yeah, man. Is there anyone you're here that you're like really looking forward to seeing?
I mean, I want to see more of my boy Etnix. I think we saw him kind of come up there. And
Crumble
he
Etnix.
had a little bit of limelight there. He popped a little elimination and stuff. So I've never
Todo
seen,
mundo
like,
tá
I want to
falando
see his
desse
teammate, right?
Etnix.
Kronval. Why did you choose
Ninja joga
Kronval?
hoje? Joga
Interesting.
18
So
horas.
now let's get a little technical here. Why do you make the decisions in choosing your teammates? 'Cause, like I know you've competed basically like every week.
Yeah, for me, honestly, it's about comfortability.
Yeah.
You know, believe it or not, I
O
brought one of my
Torruto tá
moderators.
jogando? Tá não, Vizinho. Eu não sei se às 18 horas ele vai jogar, mas agora ele não tá
community
jogando
member,
não.
and we're so cool. We were 4 eliminations away from being top 20 when it was only a top 20 payout, which is, it's no easy feat. Like, we were right there. We're knocking on the
Tem
door.
mais partidas hoje? Tem sim, famosinho. Mais 4 partidas. Agora, e aí às 18 horas, vem a parte da América, né? Só América.
Yeah. So what kind of like advice, right, can you give players? Because for you guys at home that don't know, Monster actually has a YouTube channel. He has a bunch of tutorial type videos. You should absolutely check them out. So what advice can you give players that are looking to level up their game and maybe like trying to find their comfortable zone, right?
Yeah, honestly, there's different types of playstyles out there, right? I'm more of a defensive type playstyle. I know I'm not the strongest builder. Pinpoint your weaknesses and then play to your strengths. So the YouTube channel is basically news and tutorial style content. So I try to keep you guys up to date on the meta.
Awesome. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are hopping into
Legal, ele falou que ele é um jogador mais defensivo, né? Que ele não tem muita habilidade e que o canal dele é voltado mais para os updates e tutoriais.
Really? Dude, everyone that I've asked this question to, I ask the same thing. How do you feel about Paradise Palms? And people are like, I don't know. I don't like going
underrated,
there.
and I'm fine with that because that allows that allows me to take advantage, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I like about Paradise Palms? Different to Tilted, right? Let's just.
Normalmente ele joga em todo mundo, ele tá evoluindo muito. Sim, sim. Ele joga mais.
Your center,
mais solto,
places,
né?
you know players are gonna go there.
Right.
Paradise, not a hot zone. You have rifts to rotate out to get to center, and you have the same amount of loot you can score in Tilted. People like going here because the amount of chests you can score yourself.
Right.
So you can minimize your threat levels by being at the edge of the map and still come out on top because the rifts allow you to get to anywhere. That's why these Paradise teams are consistent at making it to endgame.
Yeah, absolutely.
Racetrack teams. You see all these guys come in. That's why Razor does well.
Look at that. First thing,
Launch pad.
It's
It's absolutely huge. That is a game changer for any situation. You can use it defensively, offensively. It's a very nice, versatile trap to have in your arsenal early on.
So here's the thing: no weapons, just the launch pad.
Yeah, notice no one landed here. He's not even going for weapons right now. He's like, we're good. Let's get all the mats. You know what I mean? He's got that comfortability, but that's the intimidation factor of Tilted Towers.
Right.
You know what you're gonna get if you're going there. They were there for action.
Nice.
Early now, the dual pistol.
Wow, dude, I love seeing the dual pistol plays, man.
You know, low key, I think dual pistols are so meta right now because of the DPS to break walls. With the changes to the SMG, dual pistols.
América do Norte, Drizinho.
So interesting landing. Junction, Kepster, and Young land here, but there was also that other duo. We saw him down a player.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I'm not a fan of the Junction spawn. It's great for, let's say, guns, right? You can get what you want here, but materials you're going to be lacking if you don't push Haunted. And do you have time to push Haunted when you got a fight like this going on? You got to end it quick. There it is. They get themselves 2 eliminations.
I mean, that's 2 points on the board, right?
See, look, he battled with no materials. That's what I don't like about Junction.
Right.
It's the material count.
Look at this, hopping over to Ukes, and look, his teammate is already down in Greasy Grove. So the thing is, you know, anytime you see triple threat with the wings, you know that's Ukes. Ukes is consistent. That's what he runs. And, I mean, Ukes is a really great player, so for sure his teammate is down, but that doesn't mean that this duo is out of the game.
Oh, it's not. I mean, we saw what happened last time. The player, Snork Ops, high ground, picks 2 off of the Storm push, right? He's got zone. He can take his time with this battle here. Notice he's just going to heal. He's going to take his time with this battle. He's got a disco bomb here. If he uses the bomb, the boogie bomb, he should be good here.
I think he might be trying to figure out.
Yeah, look, he pulled the boogie out. He realizes because if someone pushes you boogie, he's going to double barrel stuff this guy. It's going to be great. This is going to be a highlight. It's a highlight waiting to happen. Watch this. 100%. This is it. Boogie. I knew it. Coming down, double barrel. Oh,
Nossa,
start.
mano.
What a play, dude. He's laughing. Look, like he's feeling it.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, right? So
this guy's got 4 spectators on him.
So here's like
just went down
good
here.
thing about this, right? Is like, one, you find an elimination on.
Salve Campos, é o segundo jogo, meu querido. Total de
the
5.
likes of Keenstar, right? So you got to feel pretty good. It's got to give you nice confidence.
Put it like this: Keenstar was top 10 last round.
Jogo sim,
You
João.
just eliminated a top 10 duo. What that means, your rotations just increase. You're doing so good right now.
Yeah.
You took out some titans this game for sure.
Starly and Alkin in Pleasant Park. It looks like they
this
kind of
is
have a
intense.
far way to go, but the storm only moves in about a minute.
Yeah, but notice the patience right here. He's not even, you know, he's really hesitant about giving up that high ground. And now that they know for a fact he's in the building, he dived down.
Duo inside, so he finds one.
Here. So be careful.
His teammates on the low ground here.
Yep, see, he doesn't want to push in there and play that 50-50 shotgun battle. He's trying to just keep his distance here, keep the pressure up for his teammate. Now he's completely out of materials. Yep, there it is. He's going to break that wall. He knows exactly where he's at. Look at the maneuvering here. It's mind games. Nothing but mind games. Walking around, trying to figure out the exact point of entry here.
You know,
probably going to break the ground.
What's funny?
He did. He heard him drop down.
And he finds the elimination flames. Woo!
Nice,
you know what I actually like, and maybe people don't think about, is if you're listening in, you can actually hear footsteps, right? So as a player, if you're hopping around, changing elevations,
tá jogando, tá não,
you're
Carlos.
actually
O Mítico só
confusing
joga
them,
às
right? 'Cause
18
they hear
horas.
you in front, now they hear you above, now they hear you below.
Salve,
And
Vinícius.
honestly,
more importantly, you don't want to touch the ground too often. The ground makes a very distinctive sound.
Yeah.
So when he landed ground level, he knew. He jumped down right away. He gave up. See, at first he wasn't sure. He's in the attic. He's in this room right here. And once he jumped ground level, that was the
Esse negócio de jogar como profissional reclamação pro BD, vocês decidiram isso. Cara, isso é padrão, Drizinho. Isso é padrão, meu
pretty
querido.
good. I mean, he's under pressure right here. He's very limited on mat, so he can't stay here and kind of, you know, turbo wall off for too long. Oh, he hit him once. You heard the call out right there. That guy's in critical positioning here.
Looks like they're
okay. You can hear it. Oh, someone else is pushing him. That was the call out right there. Double barrel eats one. He's got a rift to go in his arsenal here, so it's going to be interesting to see if he sacrifices it early on. The other team tries to take advantage. Incredible orb goes down there. Easily going to push that. You got to thirst that elimination. Use the rift to go. Just do it, dude.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Monster wants to see it.
Get
do
the
it.
Points.
Peekaboo goes down.
Oh no! See, that's what happens when you split up. You make that 1v1 play. Oh, this guy's so hurt. He can secure this if he commits here. Lucky him, his teammate's still alive. I would go with the res here.
You think so?
Go for the res. Yeah, pull out the metal, throw the wall down. The dude up top is in critical, right? You know he's hurt. Yeah, he just said come down here. Oh no, he didn't even fix the wall.
I don't
This is so risky.
This is, yeah.
Look at he wasted valuable seconds there as well. Valuable seconds.
I mean, and we talked about this a little bit, right? As you're making noise, you're drawing the attention of other players. So
his teammate needs to fall all the way. Yeah, look, he made the call. This is a good call here.
Okay, now he bucks. Okay. It's
demora
okay.
pra fazer isso.
Now we're going
Chave de pareamento, PH é sim. Vai jogar hoje, PH? Vou sim, Eric, de madrugada.
Oh no, you're... Dude, pull out the metal. Oh my god.
Finds the elimination.
Quando você entra no campo, você vai jogar mais cadenciado ou vai ser mais agressivo? Depende da pontuação,
That was so
Kaique.
risky. 18 HP, any SMG would have took him out.
Salve, Biel. É campo valendo sim, é campo oficial da Epic. Como funciona o pareamento?
Just put the rift on the go
Todos
and
botam a mesma chave.
Monster still wants to see it.
Oh, wait, he did it! What the? They're out.
Okay, so if you guys at
He
home...
didn't even go for the loot. This is out. Like, whatever, dude. Let's get out of here. Make so much noise.
So for you guys at home, this is a new item in the game. You probably don't know about it, but let's talk about it,
It's
Monster.
the best item in the game right
So you've seen the rifts around the map. Now this is literally a rift that sits in your pocket. Once you pop it, okay? I just pop it. That was crazy. When you activate it, it literally creates a rift around you. So like, let's say there was 4 people. We actually put out a video about it. But if there's 4 people in this ATK and then they pop it, everyone is going. It behaves like a rift. So literally you just create a rift anywhere you are. And you talked about it.
I think
that final end game just being like rift.
Right.
Salve, Pedrinho.
I think it's the best utility item in the game right now, without a doubt.
Ó, mais jogador
Early
jogando.
on, we looked at like launch pads
4x3, né?
as the best thing to find.
Micro. Eu acho que esse campeonato ainda pode usar o 4x3, galera.
Being that you can use
Eu
it
acredito que o
in build
próximo que não.
while turtled, right? You can, and the way Rift works in comparison to Launchpad, how low you can dive, your elevation. You can literally touch feet down on a player basically in a build battle or something like that. So.
Right, because Launchpad you can't do that.
Yeah, you can't. There's a certain threshold that you have to kind of pull your shoot at, but now with the Rift really changes that dynamic up. So if someone hears someone launch padding in, just imagine what they think, right? If it's a Rift pad, or a Rift dive, you don't know. You just hear the sound. It's gonna be harder to kind of make that adjustment off of where.
Look at this, Svenos and Mitra, they're finding themselves here in a close range battle, and looks like someone else is sniping at range. So they're engaged right now with the duo. There's someone else trying to third party. It's Kevster. Kevster goes down.
Essa 12 é demais,
So now we can see, is Mitra going to commit here and make the elimination, get the point?
I think he has to dive down, get that point right there. Where's his teammate here?
I believe the enemy's team was very down low. Okay, so they're here in the box.
Stickies. He's trying to blow the stickies here. One lands down there. He gets the knocked one, and he didn't actually get the teammate. There it is. Is he gonna go back for the high ground? Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a nice little build battle here.
He needs to be careful, man. This is pretty. Wow. Okay, so Young is eliminated. That was pretty clean. You know, I like that he separated. He then used the clingers. Now the enemy there was smart in saying like, I hear clingers, dude. You're dead. It's either we both go or we stand a chance if we separate. But Mitro says, look, I've won this before, so...
This guy's got a lot of pressure on him here. He actually just picked up an elimination, clutching up, because he's by himself here.
He's got 4.
Yeah, he wrapped up a team by himself just now. Another team's trying to come in and get him while he's weak. Oh, look at this here. These guys are full descending on the squad. There's actually multiple teams here. Is he going to be able to get this high ground here? Player's boxed up. He's not even trying to replace the ball. He's trying to bully here. Bully as best as he can. There it is. He takes it out. Catches
it was Tinny.
Of Tinny. They played good last round, so if his teammate gets taken out here, then that's gonna cost them.
Yep. So Lycandu finds and eliminates Tinny there.
Gets the point, gets the mats. It's a build battle going on here. Who's gonna take the high ground?
Pô, queria ver aquele cara agora. Ele ia trabalhar como suporte do outro. Queria ver o que ele ia fazer.
He turns the tables with no HP, putting pressure on his opponents. You can see he has C4 in his arsenal, so he must have used C4 to reset this build battle. and now he's got the high ground over this team here. He's got a player to his right. If he lets them breathe for too long, though, they're going to gain the confidence to bounce back after they heal up.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it takes 2 seconds to pop a mini for both, so...
He's got to make the decision to push or pull here.
Mitro and Svenos, they're at the edge there of Loot Lake. Now, the storm is coming in, but it looks like it'll be coming in very slowly, so the circle must be very close. So they're just taking time to farm materials right now.
I'm noticing the EU scene running much more double barrels here.
Yeah.
Salve, Estevão, cadê? Como é que tá, meu querido?
And honestly, it's not a bad idea to like mix up your loadout with your teammate. Maybe one
PH, quando você for para um campo, vai jogar de forma agressiva ou cadenciada. Então, depende da pontuação, ô Kaique.
And that's the thing, so we've kind of
Depende da pontuação, né? Nesse
right?
formato, por exemplo, eu tentaria pegar algumas kills no early game, né? No primeiro loot, digamos assim. E depois jogaria cadenciado para poder ganhar. Porque esse você ganha 5 pontos se você fizer mais de 8 eliminações. E 5 pontos se você ganhar. E 1 ponto para cada kill. Então é importante você matar, mas também é muito importante você ganhar, né?
You don't want to close quarter him, honestly.
Esse torneio é só solo, duo, squad só terá na Copa do Mundo, Luan. Esse campeonato é duo e eu acredito que a Copa do Mundo vai ser solo e duo também, tá? Não sei se vai ter squad, não. Mas pelo que tem, né? Vamos ver o que acontece. Daqui a pouquinho começa aí, 2019, tá aí lá. E aí já começa a Copa do Mundo, vai ter Qualify, vai ter muita coisa, vai ser bem legal.
Gotaga and Mikolau are down low.
So you know who's the most player at risk? This guy right here. He's at the most risk here, and see why.
Isaac.
He was stuck in the middle. He couldn't dive down because he knows the team below him. Couldn't go up. It's hard to take high ground. It's a very difficult thing to do.
You gotta think this is also kind of
o Rafa aí torcendo pro Gotaga, ó. Boa tarde, Júnior.
Right.
So it's one less point they have access to.
I mean, and them playing so passive.
O PH vai jogar que horas? Eu vou jogar só à noite.
Gotaga's gonna hear this. These guys are gonna come back. I'm pretty sure from their defensive stand right now. This guy's gonna get shot.
Look at this.
Oh, knocks out the high ground. Makes
it.
Look at how swift the
very nice, very nice.
So that's player right here crazy. Left then.
Separates the team.
Cara que tava subindo.
He is turning up right now. Gets the point there. All he just has to play defense right here. Exactly what he does. He's gonna chill.
Focado a cara dele. Focado.
Shielding back up. That's the slurp, and he's got 2 of them.
I like this stuff.
Doing all this with a great tactical, mind you. Great tactical.
Ai, mano, é muito ruim, né? Quando acontece essas coisas com a construção.
So Mikolau finds the elimination. This is him now. And now there's actually one other player. So there's another.
É o famoso oportunista, né, não?
Exactly what I told you.
Chega no final do PVP, rapaz. Oxe, a galera tem uma raiva desse tipo de jogador, rapaz.
Oh man, look at this. And now they have a slurp so that he can pass that over to Gotaga.
Honestly, he didn't. I was just gonna say he doesn't realize the other player's still there. Oh, dude, he gets this trade, right? Because they thought, you know, they got the one player they were fighting.
Yeah, they must have thought it was the 1v1. But that's reflection that they're engaging right now.
Honestly, Gotaga has to back up.
O Gotaga vai ter que ajudar de suporte, rápido, isso.
And there it is, he's doing it. So now it's time for him to make the move.
Oh, I thought he was going
he's choking up on the edits. Looks like he's just playing it kind
of high ground. Agora pressiona os dois juntos ao mesmo tempo, nice. Nice.
Doesn't even miss.
Gotaga jogou o fino ali de suporte. Só acho que demorou um pouco.
Okay. Talking about the heavy.
O que você acha, Rafa?
I mean, if anyone knows how to use this gold heavy, ladies and gentlemen, it's actually Monster D-Phase. We watched last week. I'm gonna hype.
Oh yeah.
Monster landed just this.
Pegar, você acha justo ou injusto a Epic tirar da resolução que os jogadores estão usando?
What I appreciated about your snipe too was like you were moving and you just looked to your right and you pull the trigger and without.
Eu acho que ela podia acrescentar as resoluções pelo próprio jogo, sem você ter que ir lá na pasta e mudar. Podia ter essas resoluções todas dentro do jogo, entendeu? Eles podiam otimizar o jogo para esse tipo de resolução, entendeu? Não sei. Ah, pô, se o cara quer jogar, meu irmão, Minecraft, o problema é dele, saca? Eu não acho que a Epic tinha que se meter, não. O que ela tá alegando é o seguinte, que pelo jogo ficar feio, muitos fãs estão deixando de jogar, porque olha e fala, pô, o profissional joga assim, não acredito que ele joga tudo quadrado, saca? Zé Boguinha, a Epic, se eu não me engano, eu não vou poder te dar certeza, mas eu acredito que tenha mandado uma nota para os jogadores ou algo do tipo, né? E parece que a partir do próximo, eu não sei se é a partir do próximo, não sei se é só no campeonato que vai ter em Sydney agora, na próxima semana.
And in your mind, you know how you want to execute it. Like right here, he knows he doesn't want to dive down just yet, right? Look at him replacing the walls before it happens, ricocheting these grenade launchers. He doesn't want to give it the high ground. Look at how he's holding it, textbooking this this battle here.
He's gonna try and break down. This was an enemy-controlled floor, enemy roof here.
He's replacing that. Quick replace. Takes that one as well.
Oh wow!
But that tells him that the player's not there, right? You know, for him to grab two walls like that, it's extremely hard to do. See, look, the player was outside making a move.
Nice!
Jump shot with a heavy shotgun.
He's got that. This thing's so lit. He should have dived in on that, honestly.
Oh, nice!
Touches down. First shot accuracy.
100 range there. I mean, that was basically like a pixel, right? That player was so far away. There was no way. And yet they find.
And look at that. Look at that loadout upgrade. Now have himself a epic assault rifle here. A gold heavy. So good. Oh, here's our last game winners, Beehive.
And blood, they're inside the circle. Oh my, did you see that gigantic?
Here, but look at how they're playing to win. Do
you see that gigantic structure there coming in on the east? Like, look at that thing.
They respect it too. See the walls he's putting up? Just so he doesn't get shot in the back, using the ramps to give him a little bit of comfortability on moving back there.
Was that a rift to go?
I think they're just holding an actual rift spawn there.
Just in case, right?
Right, yeah. This is another shot. Oh, that's Foya! Oh, no.
Muito roubado, velho. Granadeira, pelo amor de Deus. Olha isso, mano.
It's so hard to defend against the grenade launcher at this range here. Oh, look, I was just going to say he keeps pre-peeking the same spot in another team.
Took advantage of it.
Yeah, they see that.
Coitada da menina, cara. Caraca, supressada. Ó, o Johnson se deu mal, hein?
Goes down there. I mean, there's still one player there, right?
All right, look, the dude's still trying to build metal. He is determined to save the rift.
Yeah, he's like, this is my rift.
My rift. Yep. Oh, these guys are not with it. They're coming down for that. They want that. They want Loya's loot for sure. Here comes the bully. He's in the box. I think he just confused himself. Oh no, he's on him.
Nice.
Okay, so they've got 10 seconds to make the decision. Do they follow up?
But you know what? It wasn't even worth it. They just lost position.
Nossa, dominaram a base do cara e agora vão.
The teammate already scooped everything.
Yeah,
rifted out.
And then rifted out.
Vão substituir as paredes agora.
Over to Archangel here in Jam side.
We're watching this guy ricochet these grenade launchers off of everything.
Yeah. And that's what you got to learn how to do, right?
Oh. Almost
Nossa, que legal, olha o mapa, guys.
Monster, check out this map. So now we can kind of get a more detailed view, see where players are.
Aí, Rafa, GoTH no high ground, Rafa.
Oh, Beehive is actually on
tanto GoTH quanto o Tikiz, hein?
Coming from right underneath him. No one is safe. Everyone has a squad on them. And there was like a dry spot on the map there. You notice like it's kind of an empty a zone, but it doesn't even matter. Every team right now has another squad right on top of them. 19 players left.
Sabe, Trequinho?
Storm's moving.
Já tem um mês para a Copa do Mundo, eu acho que vai ser 2019, Arthur.
New circles within the storm. It's not too far. And realistically, like the way the storm.
Ou vai começar no final do ano, não sei. Eu sei que é melhor a galera já começar a tirar passaporte aí, hein? Melhor a galera começar a correr atrás de passaporte.
They have bouncers. So these guys, although they're far from the next zone, they should have a like relatively smooth rotation.
So what does that rotation look like? Tell me.
Honestly, these guys are probably going to build up a couple layers. Oh, actually, it has a bouncer as well. Yeah, they're going to do a mega bounce here. Yep, they're going to set up the bounce right into the launch pad. Get the super high elevation.
Fino. Já vão direto pra safe. Já vai meter o Johnson.
Here you have
Sabia, velho.
Gonna park right here. Get themselves a nice little, high ground. They're going to play right off this.
Monster, something I want to point out is this player here has 5 eliminations. You can tell because Unicorn is very excited. Look at the colors. Rainbow is sitting here saying, I have eliminations, friends.
That's right.
GoTH and Mix.
Nossa, GoTH é muito igual, tipo, mano. Meu Deus. Como assim Copa do Mundo? Leonardo, vai ter uma Copa do Mundo Fortnite.
No bouncers.
Ou vai ser final do ano ou vai ser 2019. Aí vai haver Qualify, vai ser bem legal.
I mean, every squad's got to go, right? And that's what I talk about. Preemptively baiting a team out. And he should have time to save him. He should have time to save him. They're not going to be able to capitalize on a knock. But hey, I mean, he's going to come out with no HP.
Tem que fazer essa movimentação, né?
Take this elimination soon. Right after that, revive goes off.
So Skewer and Teeks
maluco de double rocket, bravo. Brabíssimo.
Oh, this is gonna be insane.
A BD vai pra Copa, PH? Ué, primeiro a gente tem que passar pelo Qualify, né? Pra depois pensar em ir pra Copa. Então um passo de cada vez.
Monster, there's 15 players left.
Oh no, that's a knock right there. His teammates down. Teeksy, oh, he doesn't get the same, but he gets in the box. Those, oh my gosh, those headshots. Rift to go.
Monster, are we gonna see the play we've been waiting all day to see?
It's happening right now, 100%. Oh, he picked it up.
Coitado do Teeksy, mano.
No! Topsky finds the elimination
E
and now it's their
caraca,
Rift.
vocês viram aquelas letrinhas ali? Que letrinha é aquela ali, guys? Vocês viram aquela ali? Que coisa estranha, rapaz. Aquelas letrinhas ali, rapaz.
12 players left.
Look at Gotaga, doing so good here.
É lógico, né, NF? Um passo de cada vez, né, meu brother? Primeiro se classifica. Ah, mano. Pra que deixar a janela aberta ali, mano? Qual é, Gotagato? Você tá jogando tão fino, mano.
Save your teammate, dude. Save your teammate. You're running out of time.
What's that? Oh, come on.
He's trying to come back. He's trying to come back.
You gotta get back. Gotaga's only got 5 HP.
Or is he gonna do it?
Vai, levanta aí. Já era.
He doesn't realize it's a pizza triangle already.
Já era pra ele.
Okay, so now he's got to try and make his way in this
Can't blame him for that. He just didn't notice.
Olha esse domínio de high ground com metal, meu irmão. Não tem como. Mesmo você estando no low ground, você não consegue derrubar isso. Tá muito. Olha a estrutura que os caras estão montando.
Oh my gosh.
Estão só subindo.
Right in the middle, solo dolo, his teammates right on the edge here. So Savanos and Mitro have the advantage on the storm here. These guys are so high in the air.
Now, do you just bring everyone else's structure down? Do you just say, like,
honestly, he needs to come down just a little bit. He doesn't even have bouncers ready on his inventory level. And that's why, right there. That's really why. He's not on
já vai querer recuperar o high ground já. Já fez uma mini estruturazinha pra ficar difícil de derrubar. Já subiu. Fechou pra trás deles, né? Olha que maravilha, cara. Nossa, que situação maravilhosa, mano. Que situação maravilhosa que esses caras estão, brother. Qualquer time pode participar da qualificação? Acredito que sim, Boguinho. Acredito que sim. Se a Copa for só de duplas, quem vai ser seu duo? Não sei, Kaique. A BD só tem um time de Fortnite? Claro, Arthur. Deve ter quantos times? É, se bem que FaZe e TSM tem 10 players, né? Verdade. Normalmente é um time só.
So now they're going to start making their way into the next circle here.
Salve, Vinícius. Qualify vai ser esse ano ainda? Não sei, Pedro. Ou esse ano ou ano que vem.
Walked off the mountain, dude. It's just an air game now. Everyone's in the air.
Olha isso, guys.
Everyone's in the air.
Nick A talked about it like 2 weeks ago. He was like, I want to see a sky battle. Let's have a sky.
This is a sky battle right here, literally. It's a 2v2, both teams are in the sky.
Colete, não, mano, olha isso.
The guys up top have the RPG.
Era 2x1, 7 nós é bom, mas não aguenta, não. 2 no high ground, não aguenta. Eu acho, né?
Quick peek at the eliminations. I think these guys are... Savanos is so close to the big bonus. He's, 4 with a 2. Oh, no, it'd only be 6, but... Hey, get those eliminations.
Yeah, and then the victory.
Mano, vai ter que ter uma mira absurda pra ganhar essa, hein?
The team up top has the rift to go. No traps for Sven.
Oh!
Gets caught. Good try.
Man, I mean, you know, that's...
Yeah, I thought that...
I want to, again,
it's
not exactly textbook, but man, they made a really aggressive play there right at the start.
Que feia, Zé.
We saw Mitro try to retaliate and then unfortunately fell to his death.
Not just
Seem like it.
2 RPGs.
That's how you win your game. 2 RPGs, ladies and gentlemen.
He's got the power of the explodes.
How do you feel about game 2?
That was a good one. Happy to see Sven make it to, you know, 2nd place.
Yeah.
It's close.
I mean, hey, still, you like to see it. We also have standings from game 1. Let's take a look at that and see where players were after our first game.
What did I tell you? Big bonus is so hard to get. Oh.
They were close, though.
So one elimination.
Caramba, ninguém ganhou Big Bonus, hein? De 8 kills mais.
One of those teams found themselves a victory out, so they only got 2 eliminations, but that 5-point bonus,
look at how well Gotaga played 2 games in a row. He is in top form right now.
There you go, and there's also the top 20, so as of right now, Isaac and Le are your 20th team, Zakbis, Rogue, right behind them. And I mean, you know, we talk about it, but after the first game, the points are still really close. You got a bunch of teams there with only 2 points.
And think about it, eliminations. You get a point for elimination. So if a team
Ué, essa pontuação é complicada, Rafa. A pontuação é complicada, meu querido.
It's really difficult.
Yeah. Let's take a look at
Não é só ganhar não, tem que matar também. Se você não matar...
Exactly how things unfolded.
Was that a bouncer down here? And he lands right on top of Sven. He knows. They know exactly where he is. He's got a little bit of breathing room off to the side, and that's the pressure coming in from two different angles here.
I think the red panda there gave them the power they needed. And there's two red pandas.
That was 10 points for them.
10
them
10 pontos de ganhar. É campo europeu, é sim, Pedro.
I think was really smart was they had the sky base, but then they
Quando Ninja joga 18 horas, Vinícius.
Hypothetically, Svenos had any kind of explode. He blows the whole thing. They're on a bouncer. So they had the safe landing that they needed.
And he had a rift to go.
And it
couldn't have been better for them, honestly.
Listen, I just want to see a rift to go to get a victory out. That's all I want to see. Make it happen. We're going to lose our minds. Me and Monster will literally lose our minds.
Que houve, Calma?
Backflip.
Você sabe o motivo? Mano, o que falaram pra mim é que ele não tem uma personalidade muito boa, né? Que ele é uma pessoa escrota. Aí eu já não sei, meu querido. Eu não sei se o canal dele foi excluído por política de privacidade ou se foi algum hacker. Mas falaram pra mim, tipo, que ele se acha muito, saca? É tipo... Aí eu já não sei se é verdade ou se é mentira, né? Mas é aqueles players que fica, sabe, se achando pra caramba, melhor que os outros, falando mal dos outros e tal. Foi assim que ele cresceu, pô. Eu não sei se foi hacker que coisou a conta dele ou se ele fez alguma coisa fora da política, né, de bom comportamento. Aí eu já não sei.
Oh, C4's coming out. They actually C4's been adjusted, right? They blow up everything in the radius now. Very strong.
Talking Miklau. Trying to push up, trying to find the advantage here.
You call that bullying straight through with the drum gun.
Teak Skewer.
É, pô, com certeza, Zé Boguinha. Pelo que falaram, ele é bem tóxico, saca? Mas joga bem, então, tipo...
You know, and that's Amar. We've seen Amar play every week. He's consistent as well, and it's tough. You know, the
5 eliminations on Amar right there.
Wait. Oh, okay. I thought he was gonna like just take down a player.
They're timing it. Look at the time. Look at the time.
Ô, gente, presta atenção. Sabe o que pode ser isso também? Jogada de marketing, cara. O cara não tá ganhando nada. Aí o que ele faz? Vou excluir tudo meu, que aí a galera vai ficar falando de mim, amanhã meu canal volta. Quer apostar? Se bobear é isso, mano. Tipo assim, vou excluir tudo meu, quer dizer, vou ocultar tudo meu, que aí todo mundo vai ficar falando de mim. Sacou?
Love hearing the excitement.
Yeah, man, and again, that's 5 points
on
top of any eliminations they have. That's what you like to see, man. Is this only the second game? We have 3 games left.
That was respect.
Whew. For you guys at home, how are you enjoying the action? Hit us with the hashtag Summer Skirmish. What do you think of the big bonus format? Send us your favorite clips.
Exato, Rafa. Eu tenho quase certeza que é isso, Rafa. Eu tenho quase certeza que é isso. Não vou dar 100% de certeza porque eu não sei, né? Mas a gente pode achar.
These fights are intense. You're looking at some of the best players in the world. So I'm honored to be able to like kind of go head to head with you. You players out there, man.
Tudo clickbait, pô.
A lot of awesome players. We also have a Twitch community clips, I believe, that have already been
submitted. That is what I want to see.
The Full tá metendo Johnson.
There's a lot of gold out there.
PH vai ter algum BR nesse campeonato, não. Ninja joga hoje, PH? Joga sim, Matheus, 18 horas aqui neste mesmo bate-canal.
18
horas.
So what do you think, man? We've seen 2 games.
Eu não sei, gente. Eu não sei se... Vamos ver se ele vai estar jogando mais tarde? Ele estava semana passada, hein? Ele estava semana passada. Será que ele vai estar essa semana? Ou ele não vai aparecer no campeonato? Imagina, bicho.
So just off the loadout differences, I'm already, you know, getting a sense of.
Pegar desse camp tem alguém que saiu do showdown? Tem sim, Vladimir. Acredito que é porque são várias semanas, né? Então eles estão misturando streamers com a galera do showdown, entendeu? Tá um meio a meio, digamos assim. Então ele pega os melhores colocados do showdown, pega os streamers e mistura tudo. Saca? Eu acredito que seja mais ou menos 25 players do showdown, de 25 a 50 players do showdown e o resto é streamer.
Just be surprised. It's pretty new. It's a cool spot to be in. So let's talk about this. This is something I want to talk to you about.
Não, Lulu, eu quis dizer, meu querido, minha querida, eu não sei. Você me interpretou errado, me desculpe. Digamos aí que de 20 jogos oficiais, ele ganhou 1, ganhou 2, né? E a galera esperava muito dele, dizendo que é o melhor do mundo e blá blá blá. Então, não, realmente, que ele tá ganhando muita grana, ele tá, bicho. Né? Mas eu tô dizendo em relação à performance. Mas nada contra ele, brother. Nada contra ele. Não levo pro pessoal, não. Gosto da jogabilidade dele pra caramba. Show?
No, they're nearby. There's players everywhere, and it just gives you a better understanding of how players.
Entendi. Fá deveria estar nesse camp. Vladimir, eu acredito que quando obtiver aqui no Brasil uma Skirmish, provavelmente ele vai ser convidado, cara. Provavelmente. Não é qualquer um que pega o primeiro lugar no showdown, né?
And it's because these are the right maneuvers to make.
O que era a jogada de marketing?
Even on the defensive stance, you know, it's
o que a gente estava comentando de tirar o canal e voltar o canal.
I mean, these guys are surviving for quite some time, so.
Tipo, você oculta seu canal pra galera ficar falando de você e depois você volta pro seu canal, tá ligado?
You're fighting one-on-one and then some other team joins in. We kind of saw that a lot in this.
Não, não é assim não, Zé Boguinha, não é assim não, meu querido. Acho que não.
Round 1 specifically, DK, as soon as they finished the battle, protected himself, healed quick, but went straight up to the high ground and just kind of scouted, made sure that everything was safe. What you want to do is you want to realize the longer your battle goes on, you know, subconsciously, your threat level is going higher and higher because you know other people want to come in and clean things up. And if you finish your battle faster or fast enough, a team will back off. So DK should have gotten pushed by that squad, but they got the eliminations quick, and the guy said, you know what? This is kind of like just a fair 2v2. Do we really want to go in here?
Right.
Probably not. So they backed off.
Yeah. What kind of micro advantages, right? Because like this is kind of a term.
I call them little wins. You know.
Little wins. Okay.
Little win. You know, you got a little something right there. That's a small win in its own. Take it.
Yeah. So
even if it's one.
So like, what is a small win to you, right? Like, what is, because for some people may not know this, but like micro advantages, right? These are little advantages you get to like get an edge before taking a fight.
It's something like Not Vivid and I talked about. Shooting a player while they're pushing you. You hit them once.
Ah, não, com certeza, o Arthur. Também acho que não precisa, não. A gente está aqui levantando hipóteses do o que pode ter acontecido, entendeu?
Here we go. Hopping into our next match.
Não sei, Kaique.
Oh, we got Rogue Gamma right here.
I don't know if you know this, but now a feature that has been added to the game, you can thank the bus driver.
Oh, dude.
Começou, guys. Game 3.
I appreciate, yeah, he works all day, dude.
O que achou da mudança da cidade de Fortnite? Legal, ficou bonito lá, né? Eu achei bonito lá.
And, you know, you just find yourself jumping out of a battle bus.
Make it your business.
Yeah, make sure to thank the bus driver. You know, he does this literally 24/7. It's one guy, okay? He just hang out, just make, hey, thank you, and then hop out, and then, you know, wipe your lobby.
Bus drivers have feelings too, right?
Yes, very important. So look at this.
Vi não, Boguinha, vi não, meu querido.
It's underrated.
Então vai acontecer aqui ao vivo, né?
Stone here, and then
vai acontecer no jogo, vai acontecer aqui também.
Catch the player down below. Natural high ground.
A down, like, what is that? Like, it's not even 20 seconds yet.
Ele ia ou ele vai, Lulu? Ele ia ou ele vai? Nossa, Tefu e Chape vai ficar uma dupla chata, hein? Vai sim, Matheus, 18 horas.
Oh, these guys are facing the same resistance levels in
Lulu, tu não acha não que ele e o Chape vai ficar uma dupla chata, mano? Nossa senhora, vai ficar uma dupla muito chata.
That is who one of the duo that's here, and we've seen Roby as a consistent player. We know he's an aggressive player, and he always tries to take advantage of, you know, situations.
You know what my team and I do though? If we what a nice shot. Oh, he gets boogie. He's got to back up. Run, increase that distance. He just get in the push.
Pegou. Mais Nossa, nice. Fino.
Oh, what a shot, dude.
Quase que morre, hein?
Quase que morre. Pops him in the forehead. Gets a heavy.
Salve PH, salve 3D. Live gravada é o escambau marginal. E aí, Vinícius? Salve, salve. Seja bem-vindo. Salve, primeira vez no canal, o Matheus Bianchi Side. Seja bem-vindo, meu querido. Se ele for jogar é com o Chape, mas tudo foi excluído, daí não sei. Então, exatamente, Lulu. Se acontecer alguma coisa em que ele não vai estar presente hoje nas 18 horas, aí a gente já pode começar a levantar milhões de hipóteses, né? Vamos ver se às 18 horas ele vai estar. Eu não sei o que aconteceu com a conta dele, realmente, nem com o YouTube, nem com a Twitch, nem... não sei mesmo. Boa tarde, Morena. Como é que tá, minha querida? Não sei, Kaique.
I thought he had a boogie for a second. Look at that headshot. Oh,
that was Yoshi. Yep. So Zacubus finds a lich. I mean, that's what I like about the new
Provavelmente alguém do time, né?
The stink bombs in general is you just use them and you're flushing people out. You're kind of forcing them to move uncomfortably, right?
Looks like these guys might have just disengaged from a battle. You can see his teammate is pretty weak. He's dropping some meds now.
Gold double barrel.
Double barrel on EU scene is crazy.
Salve, Aline Leandra! Tamo junto, Aline. Obrigado pela presença, minha querida.
They are prepped for close quarter combat, all right? They're ready to go.
And is this something they should have expected? Landing near, you know, lonely right here? You know there's players here. Should have expected
Gente, por que a galera não tá usando tetinho,
So
mano?
dangerous. Yeah, he wants the point first just in case switches to the extra shot.
Nossa, perceba que ele tá usando a double barrel e tá usando automática, mano. Olha que setup é esse. Pegou. Nossa, mano. A double barrel é muito roubada de perto, né?
There you go. And now he picks up Amar and they have 2 eliminations and some free loot.
That's right.
Starly and Alkin here in Pleasant Park.
Salve, BTT!
It's not every day you get to actually save your teammate in these battles. So,
yeah, that's true.
He's feeling good right there. Oh, look at that split flames. SEBM just laser to the forehead. And a gas station. It's a 1v1. He's trying to go for the elimination. You saw that?
Mano, a double barrel fazendo a diferença, né, cara? A double barrel fazendo a diferença, né? Tamo junto, Matheus Borges. É nóis, meu querido.
And then your team doesn't get that point, so it's important.
Salve, Edilson Filho! Tamo junto, já deixou o like lá no último vídeo? O último vídeo também é uma análise própria aqui, mano. Depois dá uma olhada lá. Estevão, não faço a menor ideia, Estevão. Que bom pra ele, se for verdade, meu mano. Mas tô quem? Top 1 de quê? De kill? De quê?
Man, this is
de win?
if I left a POI like
this.
Pô,
bravíssimo, né? Matar o top 1 não é pra qualquer um não, bicho.
So essentially, they could full heal their shield twice.
Multiple times. That's right.
2 minis, 1 half shield. 2 minis, 1 half shield.
And that's where you want to be. For me, I do prioritize heals in these competitions a lot because you will be in those close quarter combat more often than not.
Yeah.
And of course, you got to expect to get pinged pretty often, right? Like you're rotating, you're going to get hit. So you just want to heal.
Now, what's the rotation look like coming here from Lucky Landing? Because they're in the zone, because you can't see the circle and there's no line.
They stay and they farm. They farm because when you get the zone in like a competitive setting, you're happy. You don't have to rotate too hard, right? You don't have to risk exposing yourself to travel.
Acho que não, Boguinha. Acho que eles podiam deixar dessa forma. Eventualmente lançam um showdown. Aí depois lança um showdown de duo, saca? Ia ser bem legal, cara.
Oh, he spotted a player off in the distance. And you know, it's funny because when rotations or when the zone is like this, players change. It's not every day you see players on a coast like this, right? See, these guys are staying.
Vou sim, Aline, mas bem mais tarde.
And that's a
headshot.
Oh my god.
Wow, 141 meters.
Respect the shot on Mikolau here. That was actually insane. Yeah, they're gonna push it before he gets the heal up.
Yep. Now Mikolau.
I would have dived to the right. Honestly, it would be a faster push. But
Salve, William Silva, seja bem-vindo.
Stay super, low key for a little bit.
Hey, look, his teammate is flanking all the way from the right across bridge, Monster.
I was gonna see it. Let's see if he even built. Oh, he didn't. Leaves it open.
Oh. Nossa, mano, que tiro mais lindo, velho.
Mikolau in top.
Pô, o Gotaga agora tem que vir flanqueando. Isso, caramba. Nossa, que fino do fino, mano.
Unbelievable. Mikolau on point right now.
I'll say it for Mikolau. Clip it.
Aquele flanqueamento do Gotaga pelo lado ali foi extremamente importante, cara. E tinha que ser feito, foi feito na hora certa.
This is why I like being in the cast.
Que tiro lindo de sniper, velho. Que tiro lindo,
He's got to
velho.
make the plays. He's by himself.
Now, is this a solo?
How quick he takes the high ground. Ramp floor. This guy can't even react here.
Vai tentar a rotação, né?
Take high ground from a great player.
Trava.
He'll
Não trava, não.
elevating himself over you.
And you kind of have to
ele vai cair, mano.
eventually right where you go low.
Realize it's too high.
Yeah, and you just need to disengage. Look at that.
What he did.
Nossa.
And the zone's coming. HP, everything matters here.
Olha o counter, viu? Nossa, eu preciso melhorar isso na minha gameplay. Ele atira e cautela. Atira e cautela. É sempre assim, atira e cautela, atira e cautela. Ele não dá um tiro sem cautelar, mano. Cautelar é você evitar com que a bala do seu oponente chegue até você, né? E aí você atira já colocando na parede, né?
So now So
Squads all around.
Let me pick your high level player brain.
I got
what
this.
do you see, right? What is this map telling you?
Exactly what I thought it would, right? Everyone that had zone in the bottom areas, look at how there's no one really hugging on top of each other, right? They're staying where they landed and they're farming. What's happening on the northern half of the map? It's like everyone's in battles. That's because they didn't have zone. Rotations from far coming in.
Yeah.
Not having zone really matters early on because it changes the dynamic of where you are and how long your engagements last. Like, look at this right here. That's a crucial shot right there. That's a full bolt action. And look at the push here. They completely disregard the guy that was on the low ground, taking the player in the backside. They know they have this guy on the ropes, especially with the Storm ticking this player down. He's got to be so low. One more shot, and look at that right there. That was the 2. Loses his teammate. Is he going to dive down? Oh, the player goes for the thirst. That's a 7. He's got to get a better shot than that. Here it is, C4s. That's a double. Expose him, slides down, natural grounds, easy.
Caraca,
but he loses his teammate.
Yep, Rody goes down. Now he's he's close to Storm, so he's going to be okay.
You know what it is? He overcommitted on losing. He had the high ground. He just kind of overcommitted, you know?
É, jogador de PS4, hein, guys?
See his face, like,
Não é só o Nick Mercy que tá participando desse campeonato com PS4, não, hein?
He's alive. He's happy about that.
Beehive and Blood. They've got a little ways to go. It's not too far away.
Another RPG on these guys. We just keep seeing that RPG. I wonder if they. I believe they're probably hitting. It seems like vending machine.
Ah.
It's not every day. These guys keep getting RPGs. I think they're making vending machine rotations.
And that's smart, right? Because
vai sim, William. 18 horas, meu querido.
Oh, yeah.
The stuff inside costs less.
Nice little buff.
Yep.
Most of the times you'll see teams that consistently get explodes is because they prioritize purchasing.
Yeah. Look at this. They drop both the duo here in front of them, and now they're going to be in a build battle.
He goes into Turtle. He's going to make a quick push soon. Watch this. Spam.
Oh, I like the two wide.
1-2. His high ground now. That's one shot. SMG melt. Melted. Later.
Man, okay, so now they find another duo here, so another 2 points on the board.
You know what's the best part about that? He didn't waste one sword.
Ah, tá.
Every rocket matters.
O Pimba acabou de me confirmar aqui. Não é, ele não tá no PS4, tá? Ele tá jogando no computador pelo controle. Ok?
Contato is going to be coming from down from where they spawn at the edge of the map here.
Right, from Lucky Land, because that's literally a POI.
It's right there.
Directly below it.
This is the only place for them to kind of go is this way, right?
But now the question is, did they go straight up? Did they make their way over into like the sand
If I'm
area?
Peekaboo, I move deeper into the zone for sure. Because it looks like these guys have had a lot of time to farm. They have 700 wood here, about 400 stone, so they hit the stone quarry, right?
They've got a rift to go.
Oh, he does. RPG on these guys as well.
Man, okay. So we've got 46 players left. The storm is starting to come in now.
Oh, there it is. They see some shots. These guys are going to try and come over and get some cheeky side shots going. He's got his RPG ready. That's a point-blank RPG. It was Mikulon. I told you. Mikulon, Gotaga right here. This is the Lucky Landing team. So they had already rotated up. They're not in a good position at all right now. Look, he's going to sneak right underneath him.
Gotaga's trying to...
The pressure. Quick edit there.
Nice.
Wow.
Dos dois perdeu nem vida nem colete.
And I mean, you talked about it, right?
I mean, mats 999 everything.
Because they had so much time to farm.
They had all that time to farm.
Yep.
Loot delivery. Hello.
Mas Vladimir, isso varia de pessoa para pessoa, Vladimir.
In retail row, there's
Salve, Yuri.
And there's actually a third player, so...
Entendeu? Isso varia muito, cara. Tem gente que tem maior facilidade no controle.
Né? Actually, I think they probably heard some shots.
They hear it. They're going for a wide rotation right here.
But it looks like they don't exactly know where where the action exactly is. So okay, so now we see walls being built here.
He's got the information. He's got a C4 out. He knows the players in there. 1, 2, 3. Hello. That's another one.
That was all three.
That's all right there. I think the player was knocked, so he didn't get. Unfortunately, he didn't get the point.
C4 é muito OP, né, Leg? Pelo amor de Deus, muito OP.
The material payout was great.
Oh yeah. 955.
Muitos jogadores estão levando tanto C4 quanto o chup-chup pra
Yeah, he
final,
knows he
né?
has to.
Okay.
It's a great weapon for, you know, just.
E ela funciona bem tanto no high ground quanto no low ground, né, cara?
I mean, we see people like Tfue, right? Like, they pick up a scoped AR, and then they just sit at range, and they start...
Let me tell you why it's unfair on Tfue's hand. His shot is way too good. All right, like that is unnatural accuracy right there. It's great.
Unnatural.
Yeah, so you see him hold the weapon, and then you're like, oh, I can try that. No, you miss like every shot, right? It's like, yeah, it's hard to do. You gotta respect the shot on that Tfue accuracy.
Advice and Paradox.
A galera falando bem do Tfue aí, ó.
They've got that eagle eye over.
Acho que não tem essa de ter sido banido não, hein? Estão falando dele no jogo oficial, provavelmente ele vai jogar mais tarde, então às 18 horas.
I mean, they still have to rotate, but they see the battle going on. They're looking for an opportunity to kind of stab in there. I wonder if they risk
Estão fazendo isso, estão esperando acabar lá a treta e pegar os caras fugindo do gás, é isso?
I mean, we talked about it. Every single point matters.
40 vivos, guys. 40
This guy is building
vivos.
so high, off to the left. Advice sees it too. They haven't even. Yeah, there it is. He's now rotating his staircase around. They want a piece of this now. Trying to line up the first shot accuracy here. I think they're being a little too hesitant here.
You think so?
Yeah, because like all right, the storm is gonna come any second now, right? If they're not taking advantage of this,
Vocês dois não vão começar não, né?
I don't know what they're doing.
A Rafa e Chalaca, né? Não vão começar o C2 não, né?
And I think that's a really good point because, you know,
Nice.
The knock right there.
Wow.
That was a perfect shot. The dude must have taken a shotgun blast because it was 24. Put him down.
Yep. And that's the thing, right? That's now his elimination. So if the enemy team finds him...
Oh, and he catches the second one from a distance.
Wow, that was at...
That's a full team.
150 meters, man.
But you know what now? They don't get the loot. So are they going to commit with a rift to go pick up the loot? Because you know the other team's weak as well. I guess they're just going to count as a small win. Nice hit right there.
J-Biz finds like and do.
That was actually 3 consecutive shots back-to-back, by the way.
Oh, wow. Keenstar has a minigun? Okay.
Oh, this weapon right here is so good for applying pressure while your teammate goes with the build. Yeah, look, notice he keeps just re-cooking it back up so the player doesn't go for the revive too comfortably, right? And his squad mate's trying to push up now. But you have to be careful on how much distance they put here. You don't want it to be a 1v1. You want to work together. Yep, they noticed that. I think he's pinpointed where the enemy is. It's got to be somewhere down here.
And I mean, with a minigun, you
it's hard to tell, though. Look, see this hesitation or slowing down. This is not what you want to do.
Yeah, they're just giving this player now time to breathe.
They lost him. And that's why his teammate should have kept cooking a minigun while the other player got the high ground, so you can see where the builds were going.
So
they're
now,
probably just playing the sound game here.
Yeah, they're trying to... I mean, you've got to assume he's in a box somewhere, right? Over to Skype.
Nossa,
31 players left, Monster. This is a ton of players left here.
Right, and for you guys tuning in, guys, we're on game 3 here. So it's been cooking every single round so far. Players are definitely fired up. They know what they're doing.
Skype has 4 eliminations, Monster. And look at this. He's going to try and Volter some.
Oh,
finds
nice
a
job.
down. Okay, another elimination heading his way.
He knows there's 2 more players out there. This guy's got to be weak.
And
push up, dude.
Storm.
Push up. Don't let him heal. This is your point here. If we see it in the storm, I'm watching a kill feed here. See, he's kind of nervous. See, he's blocking his sides here. He doesn't really know if he wants to full send in.
Right.
If I him, I go a layer higher to see up and over. You see, he's kind of playing that coastline.
Não, Davinho. Essa é a
but he's by himself.
terceira partida, meu querido.
Oh, man, I feel like he should have just...
He gives up his positioning there.
Yeah, well, the thing is, too...
Vendo a live do PH e comendo pipoca, God, aí sim, do.
Aí sim, brabo. 5 kills. He's 5 eliminations in. Oh, I think he must have got his 8. He's dancing. What do you think?
Not at all.
Maybe he's got the 8 eliminations.
All right, so Loya. You just hear gunfire.
Ih, que maneiro, Rafa.
Keep calm and build, all right?
A galera vai curtir. A Loya brabíssima aí, ó.
Build on.
Metendo Johnson.
Just quick edits, all right?
As mulheres no cenário, guys.
To go far and
São
she's
as
kind of
mulheres no
against the
cenário.
storm.
I'm not in a good position here.
Yeah, she just says she's not.
Yeah.
She kind of realizes, I think there's a squad above her, and that's why she's kind of chilling right now. Buy herself some time. What she needs to do is wait until the squad is like super distracted.
I'm gonna end
just,
up
like,
being someone that is not
See,
mine.
now they're focusing on her. Oh, one dude lost the high ground. I mean, there's 2 places you can make here. You can dive on this guy. It's a 1v1. All you gotta just like swarm him right there. See the other players behind her. This is where you make your move.
Brabíssima, ó a rotação dela, filho.
Position-wise. Almost started the entire battle round, get the high ground, you just gotta chill. Oh, she's got no heals.
Fino. A mina joga fino, rapaz.
That's right. You don't want to go down with it, just use it.
I am 13 HP.
Throw it. You got the blow right there. Oh, just barely misses. She can't take fall damage here. She can't take a shot either.
Look at her pace.
Every tick matters here. That's all you.
Ah, mano.
This guy's so weak.
Vai, minha filha, vai.
If there's one player...
Nossa, jogou fino, mano. Jogou fino. A mina joga demais.
That one knock right there is like literally a...
Por essa tu não esperava, hein, ô bravíssimo. A mina joga o fino. Nossa, que shot lindo, brother.
Wow.
Que shot lindo.
What a snipe. So this
Reflection.
I swear EU hits
Contato
shots.
They do, man.
We see it week after week.
So Reflection and Batboo here.
I'll give it to these to the European scene. They really set the bar pretty high sometimes. It's so crazy.
So Batu, Reflection. So I mean, what kind of like? So Batu doesn't have any eliminations. I'm assuming Reflection maybe has one.
Salve, Diego. Também não sei, Diego. Não sei nem se é verdade, meu querido.
0 rockets for the RPG, so he's probably has some elimination. I think it's safe to assume so. They're trying to figure out their rotation here. They're going nice and early. See, this is what I told you about high-level teams. They know when they need to build and when they don't. Look at how much materials they're saving just by, cruising across the side here. Yeah. He's just bullying his way through. He gets inside. Oh, catches Peekaboo off guard here.
And that was Peekaboo. We just saw the replay. He sniped someone.
He kind of got nervous. Oh, the player came out the bush? What? What? It's right there. Oh, my gosh.
But it's okay. They secure the eliminations. There's a slurp there. Oh, man. Look at this.
That's going to put him back to max HP, too.
They are still alive, and they're just outside the zone, Monster.
Svenos, again. And Mitra, see, and this is what I talk about game sense. Like, Sven is literally a winner. He knows how to win games. He's always got good positioning. I think if he gets a little, he wins a couple of his battles, he's going to make it very far.
It looks like there's 2 separate teams fighting here. He's just trying to, join
Olha que coisa linda, cara.
Players hugging on each other right here. This is actually crazy.
So, look, I believe it's Svenos is fighting Archangel right now. But Mitro goes down.
Esse jogo você teve mais beauty fights do que o outro, né, cara?
They were just in a battle, and he won the battle here.
And that's what you gotta appreciate about the duos, man. They were so close that even though he went down, Svenos was right there. He can say, look, it's fine. I eliminated the guy. Now I'm gonna get you up. So look, Reflection has 1 elimination.
It's gonna be a hard rotation though for those guys for sure. They kind of have natural low ground. They have to work their way up, and with the amount of teams kind of turtled here, it's gonna be pretty tough for them.
Top 20 Monster.
From what I noticed, there's another solo behind these dudes. Yeah, you see how they have the extra threat, not just the players above them.
Someone just got
I was just hear the shields popping off here. It's not his teammate though. His teammate still has max HP.
Kind of hear grenades bouncing everywhere.
They're trying to just keep it safe here.
So the thing is, Monster, you can hear a lot going on. There's shields dropping left and right, but you can't see anyone.
They're inching their way to the top, though. They want a piece of this action, but they're taking their time.
Medikita!
Getting higher and higher.
So
Medikita!
Sensitivity. Jeez, so high.
These players must be literally on the other side of one of these walls, Summer Monster. I mean, the shotgun sound
they finally made it all the way up. He's just doing his 1x1s.
He even had time to drop mats for his teammate.
They went from all the way from the bottom to the high ground. See, now you can see everything.
Now he's gonna try third party.
Doesn't get a shot. Oh, he gets the nut. That's crucial. They should dive to the left, I think.
Medikita!
Because that was the team that was all the way at the top.
Wait, is there... Okay, I thought that might have been a player there, but now they're going to try and chase down and secure this elimination.
No, they actually went to the opposite side here. Oh, he catches him reviving.
Oh,
he got the rev off, though. Hey, that's good for him. He got just 2 right there confirmed.
And so now he tries to leave, but the storm definitely takes a bite out of him.
He's trying his best to get to the high ground here. He's kind of choking up on his own builds.
There's so much going on.
Nossa, a live dele tá feia demais, hein?
Maybe it's time to just stay down.
Aumenta esse número de bits aí, Reflection, pelo amor de Deus.
He's made it to the next zone.
Coitado, ele já tá com o número de bits baixo, o ping dele ainda tá 100, mano. Coitado do moleque, jogar ping 100 é osso, mano. 8 eliminações, hein? 9, já ganhou 5 pontos, filho. 5 pontos, mais 9 pontos, o cara fez 14 pontos, filho. O cara fez 14 pontos, cara.
Skite is on fire. He's got the mats, he's got the ammo count, he's got a little bit of heals, he's got shields.
But like this, if he wasn't on the board, he's on the board now, right?
That's right. Sven also down low has been gone down.
Oh,
his
but
teammate Mitro
so split. He must have fell off.
Oh my gosh. That was Fenos. Fenos, there's eliminated now. Now Skite trying to make a move.
He is diving for it. He's in top form right here. You can tell the confidence levels are super high. He's getting to this before the other squad does. You see that? It was like a race for the old shell of the base.
Nice, mano.
Oh, he catches him.
Nice, mano.
That was not his elimination, but he's got the lead on the Stormy. It's a 1v1.
It's a 1v1 monster.
Mano, o cara pode ganhar 1 contra 1. Caraca, se ganhar, jogou fino, meu irmão. Tua live tá feia, mas tu jogou fino.
This is it. Edit? Jeez,
já vai ganhar. Pegou o high ground. Rapaz, vai jogar o fino se ganhar essa daí, mano. O fino, mano. Nossa senhora, jogou o fino, brother.
Skite just dominated an
jogou
entire lobby by himself. Drops a 10 bomb. Okay. Really quick, in case you're joining.
Hi, Albert. What's up, man?
The point, it's 1 point per elimination.
Oh, no. No.
He's got 10 points.
Break it down.
Victory Royale's worth 5 points. He's got 15.
15.
If your duo...
Cara, o cara fez 20 pontos, brother.
They get another
o cara fez 20 pontos,
Skite
brother.
by himself just dropped 20 points in a single
and we don't know what, I mean, we don't even know what his squad had. His team.
Muito obrigado, Rafa. Com certeza, galera. Para com essa palhaçada aí, senão todo mundo toma banho.
That was just game 3. Okay, listen, guys. You guys need to calm down.
I might need a breather after this one.
Mano, o cara fez 20 pontos. O que é isso, brother? É muito ponto. PH, cadê o óculos de besouro? Tá aqui, mano.
Oh, look, and we get to see it from the other perspective here. Check it. You see this guy building like crazy at you. What do you do?
O moleque jogou o fino do fino.
Dude, that's the chunkiest shot ever. The dude had a lot of HP and armor.
Skite said, I'm Skite, though. You know what's really interesting is Skite not only dominated a lobby, he was by himself most
acho que pode ser a dupla.
And from low ground, finds high ground.
Que houve, Coutinho?
Someone like Jay Bizd.
You call that pressure.
How? I mean, can you just talk to me a little bit about that? Like, what did you see? What was going through your mind there?
So, like, for me, I'm thinking, take him down before the metal fully heals, right? Mm-hmm. He's thinking, nah, I got materials. Mm-hmm. And if the player above me is rocking metal right now, I mean, he probably is running low on other stuff too, right? He's got to be low on metal. Not that many people are going to have that much metal end game. He decides to just full send up. Mm-hmm. He must have saw something we didn't, right? Maybe some storm damage. The player came out the storm a little late. I think these are all things he took into consideration. He said, I'm not going to give this player an opportunity to bounce back before he can heal. And he really didn't.
Man. Let's take a look at the highlights coming in from match number 3. What a game.
Mano, esse jogo foi muito top, mano. Esse jogo foi muito top. Não acho uma config boa não, Gustavo. Dá pra melhorar.
Oh my gosh. This, when Roby was trying to like peek over.
Oh yeah, this shot right here is actually crazy. And then that was the headshot, body.
Ô, Xalac, aí tu tá querendo trollar meus seguidores, né, Xalac? Não viaja não, mano. É mole, olha o Xalac botando os outros pra fechar, mano.
Nice shot from Nicolau right here, and later.
Com certeza, Zé Boguinha, se você abrir o jogo e der Ctrl Alt Del, você vai ver que existe um anti-cheater que abre junto com o jogo, mano. Saca? Depois você dá uma olhada lá. No meu, pelo menos, no meu PC é assim, pelo menos.
Look at this, the team fire there.
You gotta love when someone's just like jumping in circles, like don't know where to defend from. Like.
Ô, Like, eu comecei a jogar com 4 GB, tu acredita, mano?
Paradox here.
Tu acredita?
Nice flick. Yeah, here comes the snipe.
Nice, né? Nice. Essa foi bonita, brother. Essa foi o fino.
That's a highlight. Look at this. Oh. Oh my
Nossa,
gosh.
essa também o moleque jogou muito.
Distracted.
Sketch jogou
Man,
demais,
Sky,
mano.
and this is the
Here's the
final
final
moments.
push. Let's see how much he hits him for.
Mano,
Couldn't even see.
fino,
Honestly,
fino,
it
jogou
happened
fino.
so fast, but Sky, man,
PH, por que
showing
Tefu
up in
foi
game
banido de
number
tudo?
3.
Não sei, cara.
You guys are just
Tem que
tuning in.
pesquisar ainda,
Sky
não sei
just
por que
put
ele foi
20
banido.
points on the
Sinceramente,
board,
não sei.
single-handedly drops 10 eliminations, 5 points for Victorial, and then 5 points because he hit
I
8
think
or
of
more
all the
eliminations.
weeks, that was probably like the most savage. Because remember, we actually gave so much props to reverse 2K for
Uma
dropping.
engasgada, quando eu botava a mira da snipe, meu jogo era horrível, brother. 4 GB não dá não. Meu monitor, AOC
We've also got
144HZ.
match standings from game number 2. So let's go ahead and take a look at that and see where players placed after game 2. So at the top.
Olha o Gota H de novo aí, Rafa. Segundo lugar, mano. O cara tá muito consistente. Fala tu. Muito consistente, Gota H, mano.
And just for clarity, this is strictly the match 2 standing.
Muito
This is how they
consistente.
performed in that heat.
Tixi e Shower também, quinto lugar.
For match number 3.
Right, which what you just saw, which was actually insane.
Yeah, and so keep in mind these games are basically fresh games, and then players are working toward a cumulative bonus kind of at the end of the 5 matches. But dude, 3 games. Oh my gosh.
A 20-point dub. That's
dude.
amazing.
Everyone at home, like, what? How dope was that game right there? Skype drops a massive 20 bomb to hit the board for match number 3.
Backflip time.
You guys at home, hit us with the hashtag Summer Skirmish.
Pegar o Tefu foi banido de tudo e o canal excluído, não sei, Xalaca. Tá todo mundo falando isso, cara.
Talk about this guy, how he's breaking down these things for
Salve
us.
Maurício Bolsonaro.
Man, oh man, send us, please don't forget to send us Switch.
Cadê o Ninja? Keina Emily, vai ser 18 horas o Ninja, Keina.
I can't stop smiling. That was
I know.
Gota H vai voltar com o bolso cheio, Estevam.
Like, so I've gone to see games, you know, play games. That was great.
Eles ainda não mostraram a premiação em dinheiro, né?
We're gonna take a short break, okay? Get up, stretch, find something to snack on. We'll be back in 5 minutes. We'll see.
Galerinha, intervalinho de 5 minutinhos, não saia daí, chama os seus amigos pra vir ver o Skirmish junto com a gente. Daqui a 5 minutinhos a gente tá de volta, beleza? Bom, se vocês puderem aí pesquisar o porquê que o Tefu foi banido, eu não sei. Então, se alguém puder pesquisar aí e depois chegar com essa informação daqui a 4 minutos e 40 segundos. Tamo junto, guys. Já já tô de volta, hein? Já volto. Não saia daí. Vou pegar meu celular. Intervalinho Johnson. Voltamos, guys! Deixa eu ativar aqui a lanterninha. Vambora, estamos de volta. E aí, alguém descobriu, mano, por que o Tefu tomou ban? Alguém aí descobriu? Tefu foi banido porque brigou com um cara na live e chamaram ele de tóxico, que ele xinga todo mundo. Bem, conheço um cara assim também. Conheço um cara assim também.
This is Monster.
Conheço.
Man, oh man, we've seen some games.
That was like the fastest 5-minute break, by the way. My adrenaline was so kicked. I feel like it just, like closed it, checked Twitter. Bam.
Bam, we are back.
Mano, deixa eu pegar.
You know what's fun? We actually
não, calma aí, vamos ver primeiro se eles vão falar alguma coisa importante.
Look at that, see where players placed
Oh,
right there, all
20 pontos, mano.
Oh boy, Sky dropping a massive 20
Ih,
points.
Bogotá ficou aí não, hein? Cadê Bogotá?
I don't even know what to say. If you didn't see that,
Kingstar e Blizzard, aí ó, Kingstar, mano, eu sempre tô falando desse cara, sempre. Bogotá ficou em 12º, não tá ruim não, mano. Não tá ruim não.
The most unbelievable endings I think I've seen to date.
Não tá ruim não.
Every performance, every point.
Ele perdeu 30 mil subs, ô louco, velho.
For like the total.
Sério isso?
Towards the end game, so.
For sure.
Tefu perdeu 30 mil subs, não. Que isso, mano.
Format with this week we are going with big bonus.
Ele é muito tóxico, né, brother? Meu Deus, falaram que ele é muito tóxico, eu não sei.
5 matches and every elim is worth a point. If your team can find a victory royale, you'll get 5 additional points. And if your duo can find 8 or more eliminations, you automatically get an additional 5 points. So we saw that last game. Sky dropped 10 bomb, 5 points for victory royale, and then 5 points for reaching that 8 threshold.
Tem que ser muito tóxico pra xingar os caras da própria live, brother.
First individual, first squad, really, that we've seen the first duo.
Yeah.
To break the
Mas dizem que ele tratou contra stream e baniram os dois.
Man, I mean, dude, how are you feel? I'm ready.
I feel good. I think I have.
PH, o bruxo do Fortnite, de onde você tirou isso, cara?
It was that fire.
Da onde você tirou isso?
Game 4 and 5.
Ô, eu vou botar meu café, mano. Vai começar o jogo, quarto jogo.
2 more games to watch.
We're in the final stretch here.
Oh my gosh, let's go into game number 4. Now, Monster, after that game, I mean, they just set the bar, so what
I was gonna say, how do you live up to that, yeah?
I mean, you just say, let's just watch Sky all the time.
Right.
Just never leave his side because he's amazing. I mean, what are you excited to see? What are you hoping to see?
I think my expectations have been met. Sky really came with something that I couldn't even, come up with. I told you, I would be really surprised if a squad, more than one squad, could.
Gente, vocês também têm que entender uma coisa. Nunca é o que parece, mano. Nunca é o que parece, saca? Às vezes vocês estão achando uma coisa e tal, mas nunca é o que parece, brother. Nunca.
So look at this. We saw this landing before. Jetpacks and Gamru. They land by the treasure chest.
Eu digo isso, mano, porque eu tô nesse meio já, vai fazer um ano em novembro. E, brother, a falsidade que existe nesse meio é absurda. Absurda. Então, tipo, realmente não sei o que aconteceu com o Tefu pra ele ser banido.
We see these players going into Paradise Palms.
Faça assim, Kaique.
Just, underrated.
I mean, you just go to Paradise Palms, you stay at the hotel, you go visit Station 99.
For me, so this is one of my landing spots. I never go big tower.
Really?
You got because look at
nice.
It's great to have this elevation, but it's so risky.
Faltou mira, hein?
You can't really build off this. See how he can't really descend? He has to go through the building or something like that. I mean, it worked out that time though. Finding dualies up top is massive.
And now he needs to make it.
Zé Boguinha, nem sempre é o que parece, Zé Boguinha.
But it's scary going down because you never know who's in the building and kind of which floor they're on.
I prefer to go to the residential area, kind of be like comfortable in my own zone, and really then make the decision if I have to push or not.
Yeah.
But some people are just like crazy confident. These guys just oh yeah, look at the bully push. Doesn't even slow down. Doesn't wait for the peak. No, he pushes right through. It's confidence. Like either little tiger.
Sem contar que tem os oportunistas querendo subir nas costas dos outros. Os caras caras não podem ver você crescendo. Verdade, Cirilin?
Assuming there's no other duo here.
No, these guys got it.
I mean, yeah, I mean, at this point, when you're fighting inside hotel, you're just like, hey, we're gonna now also pick this fight from outside. Good luck.
We've seen an incredible Orb and his teammate a lot.
Então, o Wave já tinha que ser banido faz um tempo. Quem foi banido então? Foi o Tefu e o Wave, é isso? Foram esses dois que foram banidos? Pô, não tem clipe não dessas paradas, mano? PH, quem você acha melhor da Europa? Cara, eu posso botar aí, vou falar aí uns 3 jogadores. King Stars. Eu gosto muito do MZQQ também. MZQQ. Ó, inteligente, brother. Tem muitos jogadores, né? Muitos jogadores bons.
Sky put that 20 points on the board and they say, look, you know what? It's game time.
Okay, so I also, another strategy of mine's, love going center. You have, you know, obviously extremely high odds. It's a great spot to be Salty Springs. In the NA scene, interesting enough, there's a couple of teams, you know, kind of talk about claiming locations. Salty is a claimed location. Oh, looks like the EU scene here too.
Concordo, Cirilin, mas isso me deixa um pouco, como é que eu vou te dizer, meio enojado da parada, tá ligado?
Oh my gosh, the heavy cannon right there. That was a great shot. Popping in the what's that, the clingers there?
Yeah.
Oh, well played.
Dalo goes down.
He's doing this by himself here. His teammate hasn't rolled up yet. Oh, there it is. Squad mate comes from behind. The pressure, the distraction. Oh, yes.
Well go. So I'd say Warchi and Dalo have been eliminated.
And cannon. That's a burst right there.
Bom, pelo que estão falando, Batata, foi...
Close range, like...
Pelo que estão falando, foi... Ele discutiu com o cara ao vivo, né? Parece que ele discutiu com o cara ao vivo e aí foi banido de tudo. Eu não sei se é verdade, mano. Mas tinha que ter, cara, Tinha que ter um clipe aí pra gente ver o que aconteceu, tá ligado? PH, será que o Tefu vai participar das 18? Eu acho que sim, Diego. Ele foi banido da Twitch e do YouTube, não foi banido da Epic, né? Dizem que ele vai fazer um vídeo explicando por quê. Bom, beleza. É até bom se ele fizer que todo mundo fica sabendo, né? O que tá acontecendo.
It's like clingers are a upgraded grenade, but like C4 is where it's at. And here it is. We have a nice little engagement here. So we know exactly what team. This is the Junk Junction team. These guys have probably been battling all day today.
Yeah, there was another duo here. We saw them on the minimap.
That's right. Oh, look at that quick high ground take. Slow down, Mitro.
And you gotta think they probably don't even know this is Mitro and Svenos. They just
they have no idea. It's just just popping off here.
Look at that, just changing elevation at will.
And now we have another factor, Storm, right?
Ooh, yep.
Storm just started cooking, so here it is. Now they're fighting. They're actually racing against the clock here. You have to wrap this battle up. There it is. These gets a knock. They literally have to descend here. You know, typically you want to keep a textbook, but when you have these extra factors, there's no time to.
Ninja jogou hoje 18, joga.
He's got to go all the way in here.
It's interesting. He only threw one clinger.
I want to know where Sven.
Pegou.
Sven's playing a long distance here. Yep, there it is.
Ooh,
that was a heavy shot. Too.
Oh man, yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it. The Vic, Skyar.
Oh man, his teammate can't even take fall damage. Oh, look at the mad, so limited. That's how much of a build battle's been going on here. Oh, lucky for him, he doesn't have to build too high here. He's just got to bully his way through. He's using a rifle here.
Nice.
Shot. Nicely done.
Pouquíssimo material.
Quick elimination there. He's getting back down now. You see, he's got his spike trap ready. He's ready for this player to kind of fall in here. Oh, he should have just made the edit. He could have edited the player through the roof with the spike trap.
Oh,
that would have been crazy.
That's one of those things that's like hard to do, but if you could do it, oh man.
You just got to think of the play, you know?
Yeah. And you can see the Vic's health there is ticking up, so I believe he might have taken a slurp juice.
Oh,
nice.
That's the elimination. There you go. So now, and you know what's not bad is the circle's right here, so they don't really have to go too far.
Oh no! Gotaga coming in hot with Mikolau here.
Gotaga's already touched down.
What I told you, RPG. Look at that loadout. That is a literally legendary loadout. This is kind of crazy.
Miguel, eu não sei. Ô Rafa, em Portugal, quando for 18 horas no Brasil, é que horas em Portugal? O Miguel Silva tá perguntando aqui.
There you go. Skyark goes down. Gotaga is pushing in,
and now they're gonna line the little pinch right here.
Man, just look at how they're approaching this team. Look at that. They literally split the attention of their enemies.
And you know, when you're in the player seat there,
Não,
it's
quando for
frustrating.
18
They have a
horas
squad,
aqui...
splitting like that.
Ah,
It's
são
like
4 horas de diferença?
They're landing shots.
Miguel, 10 horas, meu querido. 10 horas da noite de Portugal, o Tefu vai estar jogando aqui no canal. Show?
Yeah, they needed these materials too. It's lucky for them they didn't have to build off. But I mean, the squad they kind of wrapped up too didn't have that much. Right. So it's you know, a small little icing on the cake. Lucky for them they didn't have to build or expend too much. So it's definitely a win though. You can tell. Oh,
com certeza, Xalak. O problema é que eu precisaria de clipe, né? Pra saber o que aconteceu na verdade. Eu não posso fazer um vídeo falando qualquer coisa. Entendeu?
Oh, no, hold on. Monster.
Ok, obrigado de nada, Miguel. Tamo junto. Qualquer dúvida é só perguntar, beleza?
The squad kind of knows there's someone back here. Right?
There they are. That's them.
He said, should we fight?
Yeah, they're asking the question, should we fight?
Try to make the decision. So they've been spotted out. You can tell the way the builds are kind of going here.
Okay, so now he's going to try. Ooh. That would have been a huge pick there.
That would have been a game changer. See, you see how he stopped peeking, right? It's like, oh, you got to respect it now. Yeah. Ain't peeky no more.
The question is now, how do Gotaga and Miklau engage in this fight?
So he has 12 rockets. If this team
Ô, louco,
pushes,
o Cloak não vai transmitir?
and we're gonna see it happen right here because one RPG is gonna reset this.
The bouncer?
Ô, louco, o Cloak não vai
he's showing no respect to the push here
velho.
with a full bouncer play.
Então, pelo jeito, tanto o Cloak quanto o Ninja apoiaram o Tefu, é isso?
The fully shielded TVCY right here. He's got the high ground though.
15 HP, look at that, and he goes down, okay.
Before you make a bounce play like that, you really want to soften up your opponents, you know?
Man, Gotaga without skipping a beat.
Gotaga caiu, hein, Rafa?
And he didn't get thirsted. It's still, yeah.
He just got thirsted, yep.
Ouch. So it's kind of like a 1-for-1 here, right? We saw one player get kind of got. And
the gato, man.
As well, so it's a 1v1 now, I'm pretty sure.
Man, and you know, you saw them play super close to each other, and Gotaga just for one
Sério,
second got far
Ponte?
away enough, and
you can tell Miklau is comfortable with PvP here.
Pô, mano, não falaram que o cara foi racista? Eu não sei qual foi. My Twitch account got suspended and my YouTube channel account got deleted. More info soon. Caraca,
He just
bicho.
waited. ADS with the shotgun.
Será que foi isso mesmo, guys?
Pressure's on him.
sitting on top
Pressure
of
is
this.
just on him.
He's like, hey, go ahead and edit
You're
this.
done,
Let me
dude.
come in there.
He's trying to make the edit play there. That's his. So clean. Like, literally so clean.
Man, Miklau.
Salve,
That gets him
Vitor.
2. See, so one player was down there. Now he has 4 eliminations.
Not bad.
They
That's
have
still
even
4
more
points.
than that, right? Because they wrapped up the Paradise Palms team.
Yep, exactly.
We might see another, at least, 8 elimination bonus.
Yeah. And now, oh, look at this. So Svenos is down. Mitro is by himself. The storm is coming in.
Mitro knows what he's doing. That's good pressure, keeping the storm on him. He's got bandages, so he's got a little bit of breathing room here.
He's just waiting him out. He's like, come on, let's play.
Right, if this guy doesn't have, like, heals, he's on a ticking time clock here, too. I think he actually saw him trying to heal there. This guy might have a med kit. Yeah, he just took the pressure on him long enough. All you gotta do is pop him once now. Eventually you hit the point. Yup, there it is.
Oh, man.
Med kit right there.
It was a med kit.
When you see someone with a med kit, it's like, you know for a fact you have bandages. You can pop a heal really quickly and then apply pressure.
Yeah, exactly.
So he won already right there. Like he had the win.
And those are those micro advantages we talked about, right?
Loadouts.
Just little things you do that give you an edge.
See, and these players know how to read other players so well.
What type fake?
So I love Lothar. Okay, for anyone, and he might have it on, but Lothar, one is an amazing player. 2, he has eye tracking enabled. Do you know what that is?
I have an interesting story about eye tracking. Actually.
Really? Okay,
Yep.
let me hear it.
So in the past, there's some games actually integrate eye tracking in. So when you look around, your character moves too.
Oh.
It's kind of sick, dude. And if you ever use it, you can get dizzy off it. But I actually have an eye tracker.
Really?
Yep.
Dude, so that's what one thing Lothar does, and
Yeah,
sometimes he's got
cool.
it enabled. Yeah, like occasionally you'll see like this little.
It's like a bubble.
Yeah, it's like a bubble basically, and it just tracks around the screen, and like it doesn't look like it's on right now, but if you just watch Lothar's eyes, like he's constantly tracking like 18, literally like scanning every single thing. Like he looks at a thing and then looks away and then looks back at that thing to ensure like his information is correct. Like. I love watching him play.
Looks like they found a team just kind of posted up, and they're making the push.
Going to Dusty.
Yeah, it's pretty aggressive. I think, yeah, noticing that they're like kind of turtled up here. Oh, they must have heard shots. Yeah, they're coming down and trying to get a little piece of this fight here. Oh, that's a big ramp break right there.
It was Lei. He finds and eliminates Lei, just breaking down the simple structure there.
All damage.
You got to think as Lei, you're like,
yeah, you know, it kind of came out of nowhere using it. Yep. You couldn't even see him through the trees, right? The brush kind of there.
Crowley.
We're just jumping battle.
Que isso, cara? Como assim? Por isso ele foi banido? Não, não acredito. Yeah. Que isso? Foi por isso, brother? Ele não pode falar que ele joga como uma cobra e se esconde como um guaxinim? Como assim, brother? Gente, alguma coisa que não é isso. Eu acho que é alguma coisa a mais, cara. Não sei porque eu tô com essa impressão, mano. É possível, como é que eles vão confundir isso com racismo, cara? Mora onde, PH? Campo dos Goitacazes, Wallace.
Yeah, they're just staying right above him, not giving him opportunity. And look at how they pinched him, right? So one player kind of like hit the other side, and his teammates on the opposite side. And this guy knows now he was in the middle. He just relocated right away. You don't want to be in the middle.
I know what's really good about this too is they're really, before this, they're not expending resources, right? All they're doing is expending bullets while this other player is literally panicking, trying to build away, building floors and ceilings.
He has one. He's just looking for the extra team to roll out now.
Salve Cadroso.
On their left
there. That was a critical shot right there. Oh man, he just melted all the armor away. Oh, look at this, look at this.
Ah, que maneiro, brother.
That is actually insane. In the middle of the battle.
Que maneiro, brother. Ó, por essa daí eu não esperava, hein. Nunca vi isso, nunca vi isso.
One of the quickest edit maneuvers I've ever seen in the middle of intense PvP. Respect to Veins right here. And Crowley, like, because Crowley just made that quick edit like that.
Maneiro, hein?
And now his game knowledge must be insane.
Maneiro, hein?
A ramp like that is actually the rooftop piece. The rooftop pieces are the hardest ones.
Eu moro no Parque Prazeres. Eu moro no... Como é que é o nome? São Caetano. Conhece São Caetano? Parque São Caetano.
And there you go. Now they can just apply pressure.
So he was fully tanked, so now he has at least 30, probably 30 shield here. Just pressure from both sides.
Oh.
Takes him out. Oh, that was Gabby and Fixter again.
Yep, so they find and eliminate them. And if he had taken even a step more, man, he would have taken some serious damage and possibly gone down, but wow. That was,
esse motivo não é o suficiente, tem mais coisa aí com certeza. É o que eu tava falando, Renato. Existem muitas coisas nesse mundo aí de youtuber, de streamer que vocês não têm noção, saca? Então, tipo, com certeza não é só isso, brother. Alguma treta teve. Alguma coisa teve. Alguma coisa, eu acho, né? Também não sei. Esperar pra ver o pronunciamento dele. Mais tarde hoje ele provavelmente vai estar jogando o campeonato, então vamos ver. Vamos ver se o Cloak vai transmitir. Você imagina, chega às 18 horas, ninguém resolve, todo mundo resolve não transmitir, mano, em protesto, cara. Ia ser legal, hein?
There's just impressive things happening literally all over the map right now.
That's right. And he was just telling him, don't drink the armor, the shield pot there, because he had minis.
Yeah.
Maximizing everywhere they can.
Reckons and Wizard inside Dusty. So we know they're literally up on the hill right here.
Yep. These dudes are really close. Gameru's very close by, actually. Oh, and Zone landed here. So with the storm here, you best believe they're going to come in and try and clean up this battle right after they heal up. Especially after Gameru just picked up those 2 major points.
Yeah.
They're going to have confidence levels through the roof. Oh, that's a full loadout upgrade right there. Picking himself up a drum gun now. Blue pump. It's a 2v1. They need to dive on this player really quickly and find him before they lose him. It's so easy to lose. Yeah, I was going to say, with all the brush and stuff, it's so easy to lose players.
Yeah. And I wonder if Gameru is going to join in. I mean, he's literally not that far away.
That's right. 28 players left on his circle here.
Man, the action is heating up right now. You know what's scary too about Dusty's is there's so many trees. It's very easy for players to just very quickly sneak in.
Yep. I mean, he's not even max wood resource. You got to take advantage, wrap these players up.
Outro jogador jogando 4x3, hein?
Gameru and Jetpacks were literally
Eu acho que a partir do próximo campeonato que não vai poder, galera. Estão usando ainda. Essa daí provavelmente é um 4x0. Provavelmente, né? Beleza, Cirilinho. Tamo junto.
Here's the thing, though. The enemy team may not necessarily know, but they're now going to know for sure, right?
Well, they know now.
They find them. There it is.
Picking up 2 of them.
Oh, my gosh. A launch pad.
Oh, that's actually, that was a solo play. They didn't get the squad. The squad's still in the air. That was a solo individual that we just watched. Remember, they lost that player, so they don't know where the other team of 2 is.
That's right.
That's why he just called it out. Here they are. So they picked up the solo player.
I'm going down.
Oh, man. Look, and you hear him call out. They say, we're in a build fight, and then he says, I'm going down. He wants to disengage. You know what? Why don't we actually listen in here, Monster?
We're not actually in zone. They're being third party.
Det här är aggro jamside, de vänster.
We're in the zone.
Shane. Han sniper, target.
That's your rocket launcher?
It's communication levels.
Yeah. No, I just got sniped when I jumped. I'm safer if you can get to me. I don't think I'm in the zone. Okay, crawl back. This way. Crawl back.
This is both sides. This is the enemy team in your top left.
Do you want me to fall off into the tree? Yeah, fall off. I'm nomads.
Oh, he ran. This is actually getting really intense now.
Go down.
That other team is just trying to find them. They're not giving them any time at all to breathe.
He's got one thing in his favor. His teammate is still alive. Get extra perspective on this side, and then he's got a lot of metal that he built.
I can't. Nomads.
Okay,
what about?
Gotta think maybe just fall down behind the ramp here.
Oh, he lost the opportunity to save him. They got spotted.
Look, but that was someone entirely different. That's Ames and Amar. Ames and Amar are now joining in on this fight. Like and Do is not too far away. Vaneless is here. 20 players.
And Vaneless, these guys see everything from up above. They have just the sky visual for everything here.
Qual site aí?
Mikalau still here as well, not too far from the action. 4 eliminations.
Mikalau solo here, still has a ton of RPG shots.
Verdade,
Oh
Kaique.
man, someone else kind of, stole that one from him. It looked like he didn't get the elimination for the knock there.
Right.
Comes the RPG,
like
trying to time it, and then opens fire on the wall there. Nicely done.
Man, Monster, the action right now, just things happening literally everywhere.
He's playing it well. He's taking his time with his shots here, really trying to buy time against the Storm. But now look at, he's also got that pressure of the Storm as well, right? He's got a bouncer, though. He's got a little bit of high ground, so he can use that to his advantage to get out of here. I think he has to keep the pressure on the
depois eu dou uma
Storm.
olhadinha. Nem conhecia esse site.
As a solo individual, you got to take these as like golden opportunities to really score yourself some points.
Look at this. There's another
fight. Oh my!
Oh.
Wow, that was great.
He immediately beams a player.
He wants to take that. Take that point. Every point here. They are so close to getting the 8 bonus.
Entendi aí. Então vai voltar. Provavelmente o canal dele volta.
Bouncer play
on the tree. Not on the tree.
Provavelmente o canal dele volta.
Oh my gosh.
And he's trying to play these guys off the pressure of the Storm there. Explosions coming in. He couldn't even get the loot there. Knock him down. There it is. Oh,
nice.
with the clean headshot. 160 critical damage.
12 jogadores vivos, hein? Olha que interessante onde fechou, guys.
We know Amar and Ames are here.
Look at this.
Legal, já estão antecipando a safe, né?
12 players left alive, Monster.
What a shot. He didn't even grab the materials. They were just so stoked off of it. He's just kind of rolled into the next spot.
Yeah.
And this is where you go for high ground.
Percebe, eles já se anteciparam, já ficaram ali na cola da tempestade, né?
You build high ground.
Quando começar a movimentação, eles já vão estar ali, eles vão conseguir dominar um ótimo espaço, cara. Eu acredito que eles sejam uma dupla que vão dominar o maior espaço dentro da safe. Saca? Vamos ver. Tamo junto, Glozeira! Glozeira brabo, rapaz. Fala tudo, tamo junto.
Now here's the thing. We kind of touched on a little bit earlier.
Perceba agora a movimentação. Vamos ver a movimentação deles. O que você faria nessa situação, rapaziada? Você continuaria no low ground ou você já entraria pra safe tentando high ground? Faz uma boa base, né? O que vocês prefeririam fazer? Escreve aí nos comentários que eu vou dar uma lida. Olha, eles estão sendo pressionados, eles estão sendo pressionados.
These guys are going to be able to get high ground. See, now he put himself in front of that tree. And he's so limited on materials here.
Mas se pegarem o high ground dele, já era, mano.
He put himself in that.
Pegaram o high ground, boa.
They've decided to kind of play into them.
Vamos pressionar o cara que tá vindo do gás.
Oh, that's a launch pad play right there. He doesn't land a shot at all. You don't know if these guys have shield or not. And there it is. Ooh, takes a lot of shield. It's all
Nice.
Amar. Wow.
Amar goes down, so that means Ames is close by or could potentially be up there in that box.
Question is he going to cross with his teammate here with all the materials he has for the loot?
I mean, he's
That's
nice.
a headshot right there. Oh, he lost his squad mate.
Lycandu goes down. I mean,
it's a 1-for-1. He's got to land on his teammate and save him here.
Okay.
He literally has to.
Lycandu disengages there.
Oh, my debate.
I might.
That's another rocket. Oh, gotta move. This is on the opposite perspective. Ames.
Vai finalizar, vai finalizar.
Oh, he's trying to thirst him. He hit him once.
Look, Amar's fine.
His teammates like, all right, come get me now.
What are these quick edits? Oh my. Okay, he's
and he had it. Oh, looks like he didn't go for the res, so now he's gonna be able to save his teammate. Oh my god, what a play.
Nessa situação você tem que salvar, cara. Nessa situação você tem que salvar, mano. Um jogador vai fazer muita diferença agora no final do jogo.
And honestly, they're close to the big bonus.
Com certeza, gol.
They really are. The storm's coming in. They've got to go though. Luckily, the launch pad
had the high ground. See, there's the difference between Rift to go and launch pad. See how they you're exposed for a bit here. Lost his teammate right away. He didn't even get the
Perdeu o amigo de novo, cara.
He's got to clutch by himself now. This is great. If he can get to that ground right there, all he's got to do is not make a mistake. Get the high ground. There's natural stone coverage to his left-hand side.
1x2, será?
So essentially, he just box players out.
Yeah, right, and that's where the zone is. Look, see.
Eu também, like. Faria a mesma estratégia, like.
This is
ou outro.
And now he's forcing the players
to a key location on the map right now. If he can hold this, he can 2v1 this without a doubt.
He's trying to look.
Nossa, mano, não tem como ele ganhar, mano. Não tem como ele ganhar. Exibize contra Kingstar contra ele. Eles não vão dar mole, não. Acredito que eles não vão dar mole, não. Principalmente agora nessa movimentação. Olha lá. Sabia. Pegou de fora, já era.
He goes up, he lands a shot. 2. There you go.
Mano, Kingstar, ele sempre tá no top 3, top 5. Sempre.
That's not accounting for JBiz eliminations.
No, elimination, JBiz had the one.
Salve, Gabriel Oliveira.
Oh, there you go. So for a
Voltei do banho pegar, tamo junto,
5 points, 9 points hitting the board. That's gotta feel bad, you know, like you're like, okay, look, it's a 1v2. I'm gonna make it work, and then you just like, this Kingstar.
Yep. I think the problem there, he wasn't pushing enough while they were like inching their way up. They were only using wood. It's the easiest stuff to kind of break through with the drum gun. So yeah. I think he kind of like choked up just a little bit. It's hard to go against 2 players though. You know?
O Ninja vai jogar 18 horas, meu querido.
Definitely. Let's take a look at the final moments coming in from that last game and see how Kingstar secured that victory. And so this is the perspective from Ames, right? So there you go. So
you see, it's like a 1v1 right now. It's so hard to get up there. Like Kingstar basically blocked his own teammate out, trying to get to the high ground. Yeah. So he could have actually like got those eliminations up.
Joga assim, Desinfemitos, 18 horas.
Man, what? That was our 4th game. I mean, how's your heart? Mine is racing.
I feel good. That was a good one. I think we saw like really consistent performances all the way through, you know, and I'm excited to see. Hopefully.
Ih, já chegou deixando o like brabo, Robson. Aí sim, brother. Salve, Carlos Oliver.
Yeah.
Guys, lembrando que 18 horas teremos de novo Análise Pro, dessa vez com T-Full, com Ninja, com a galera toda, hein? Então não perca, cara. 18 horas hoje. Show?
That was big. He's actually gonna get 2 here. Oh, that was more than 2. That was 3.
So there was, remember we tuned in right here to see this. So he finds another elimination before that.
Picking 3 up.
Man, Contato and Miklau, I gotta say, I've been enjoying their play all day.
They've been playing so well today.
E a Gotaga realmente, ele tem uma constância muito boa, né, Rafa? Mano, o chup é muito roubado, você tá doido, bicho.
Oh, the minigun comes out, he starts cooking.
Gomru and jetpacks. Paradox, look at that. That's when he finds and shortly after they celebrate because they're like, he's running in the storm, juggling the shields.
Num campeonato desse, ó, por exemplo, esse cara agora aqui rushou, cara. Você, cara, você É por isso que eu falo, tem pouca beauty fight, brother. Porque quando você tá na beauty fight, normalmente as suas costas ela vai ficar aberta. E aí você vai tomar, mano. Vocês percebem que eles jogam muito mais no estilo tartaruga, né? Que é o estilo que eles chamam, Turtle, que eu chamo de Johnson. Eles jogam muito mais no estilo Johnson do que no estilo beauty fight, né? Claro, tem beauty fight? Tem beauty fight. Mas chega um momento do jogo em que se você for pra beauty fight, você vai estar abrindo suas costas. Então não tem por que você arriscar tanto, né?
Right, wait, what's happening? It's really hard to like kind of condense all that information because it happens that quick. If you don't even have a, you know, you don't.
Salve Alex, agora que eu vi seu nick, meu querido. Eu não tinha visto não. Salve Wesley.
You don't even get to play off that, right?
Yeah, for sure. Guys at home, what do you think? Are you enjoying the action? Hit us with the hashtag Summer Skirmish. How are you enjoying these games? Is there things that you think could be done better, differently? Send us your favorite Twitch clips. We'll watch them together. Talk about how amazing Monster is. I mean, Monster's been here breaking down plays for us, helping us all level up together. So, I mean, listen, you better, when we play tonight, and you go against me, you better beat me, okay? If you have time to implement, I'm here. I have to do this tomorrow as well, so...
This is what we do, guys.
Ele vai jogar amanhã, ele vai jogar amanhã, hein?
Better than me?
That's right.
Man.
Ele vai jogar amanhã, hein?
We also have some community clips that you guys have already submitted, so let's go ahead and take a look at some of those together. Oh, dude.
Esse tiro foi bonito, né?
That was such a shot, right?
Olha o cara, mano, todo...
Who does that?
Zacubus,
todo na beca, rapaz.
Okay? Calm down.
Maluco todo na beca, ô louco.
Here it is, shouting out the rocket ride.
Ooh, nice boogie.
Yeah, step on. I thought he had a boogie for a second. Look at that headshot. Oh, that was
Zacubus not even just skipping a beat there, just is like...
He had the stone face.
Yeah,
he was honed in. He knew what he was going to go do.
I mean, I don't even know how you go from firing through literally like this big a hole, and then you just turn a corner with your double pistols, and you're like, boop, boop.
Surprise.
I'm Zacubus. How's it going? Let me just adjust my tie real quick. Just me. Just another day in the life. You know? Zacubus.
Com certeza, William. Todo mundo, né, William? Todo mundo tá aguardando,
that
né?
wraps up game 4. Got one game left.
Dr. Lupo vai jogar? Eu acredito que talvez à noite ele jogue às 18 horas, hein, guys? Eu acho que às 18 horas ele joga, hein?
For those guys tuned in late, that's game 4 out of the 5 for today.
Esse cara de social, esse é fino do fino. Tem BR jogando PHT não, Dan?
The NA scene coming in at 2 p.m. PDT. So you can take a look there. And also, this is only Friday. Tomorrow you guys get a whole nother day, an entire other day of rounds and games. So 5 today, 5 tomorrow for each region.
Quantas rodadas já foram? 4 rodadas, Lohan.
We have standings, Monster. Let's take a look at some of
Nick ou Ninja está jogando? Não, Daniel. Eles vão jogar às 18 horas, meu querido.
Themselves there at the top of game number 4. Amar and Aim's right behind them.
And if you see from like
e o da
players are heating
Lunari. Vê pra mim, Rafa, da Lunari. Da onde que eles são? Qual serve é esse, PH? Europeu, já. Servidor europeu. Vou tagar mais uma vez no top 10, hein, Rafa? King está mostrando pra que veio, né? Como sempre, eu sempre tô falando do King estar aqui, cara. Sempre, sempre. Vou sim, Ziev. Conto com sua presença, hein? Wesley Vidal, por que a BD não jogou o campeonato da FMS? Wesley, porque o combinado é jogar somente campeonatos oficiais, né? E por enquanto o campeonato da FMS ainda não é oficial. Mas a partir do momento em que for oficial e tiver chave de pareamento, nós jogaremos sim, beleza? Espero ter respondido sua pergunta, tamo junto.
You get 5 additional points. So if you drop 8 eliminations, you're literally hitting the board with 13 points. Right. And we've seen that. And here's a breakdown of the pricing.
Esse é o... Hoje tá premiando pouco, hein, guys?
End of the 5 matches were then kind of like a larger pricing there. So people are basically getting fresh matches and then
isso é o acumulado, ó, de 5 jogos. O acumulado de 5 jogos.
Big bonus at the end if you get that top 10.
So yeah, we've seen, I mean, honestly,
I personally, for real, like I love the way Twitch Rivals has their kind of prizing set up.
Vamos ver, Magrão. Se amanhã não tiver ninguém, eu te coloco. Vamos ver.
Even get invited, you're winning already, right? Because every round you get to divvy up a little something, you know, kind of cumulative. But then for the person that plays really well overall, nice big chunky.
Lunari é França também, Rafa. Legal, mano.
Surprising.
Yeah, man. And I mean, the format. What have you thought about the format? For me, it's been unbelievable.
I said it off the bat. I think this is a scary one. 8 eliminations is heavy.
Yeah.
Heavy, heavy, heavy. And then you have to win as well if you want the heavy 5 points, right? Because second and third, you get so close, but if your eliminations are low, you didn't break that.
Vocês da BD vão jogar screen algum dia? Eu tô jogando screen todo dia, já.
This one's pretty scary. It definitely rewards consistency, for sure.
And
Ô, louco,
in
Antônio.
game 3, we saw the likes of Skite by himself. Literally
Nenhum,
dropping
Sunset.
20 points. If you'd missed that,
Salve,
in game 3,
Hyper.
Skite lost his duo partner early on.
Salve,
Goes
Fred
on, drops
Diogo.
10 eliminations.
The scariest round.
PH, me tira uma dúvida, só pode entrar nesse torneio de convidados, convidados e classificados do
I
showdown.
honestly think that's
Né? Digamos aí que metade é do showdown e a outra metade é convidado.
Like, that was the clutchest moment because
Without a doubt, I can say that without a doubt.
yeah, 10 eliminations, goes on to get the victory royale, right? So it's 15 points, and then because the 8 threshold, he finds another.
Pode entrar com mais de uma dupla sim, Vladimir. Eu só não sei qual seria minha dupla não, meu querido.
You gotta-
Pode ser
you
qualquer
gotta
pessoa do
after
time.
that, you
Pra
gotta
mim
be
estaria
like, hey, what's
ótimo.
up?
Qualquer um.
No, that's
You want to compete? No, I'm Skite. Hold on,
we're here.
we're here.
I showed up, you know? That's what he's saying right now.
Yeah. What do you think you've learned? Okay. What do you think you've learned over the first 4 games?
You know, I would have liked to have seen more Rift to Goes. I kind of feel like what I've learned, people value the Rift to Go so much, they aren't even using it. They're holding on to it. So I think what's kind of shown here is that, you know, it really hasn't developed yet how people are going to kind of jump into it. So you can see how much value people are holding to it. But I think what we can take away from this is that it's such a good item that I want to see more people kind of experiment and really use it.
Yeah.
You know, they show a lot of respect. They're just holding on to it. They don't want to kind of burn through their Rift to Go.
Yeah, and we've seen a lot of teams. They've had some, and it's like, oh,
It's like
we get
when
excited,
you use it,
right?
Like use it now, like, oh, like, is this the right time? So it's kind of hard to like really figure it out. So
Yeah.
I think that's something really important to kind of take away with how people are playing one.
Yeah,
the game now.
I'm really sad we still haven't seen the
And-
new Tomato POI.
Also, to be honest, double barrel. I've learned
Dude.
that double barrel is heavy in the EU scene right here, which is surprising.
Não, 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 Ernest. Não estão tirando as portas, não. Se você quer entrar, você tem um showdown pra poder entrar, né? Tanto que houve o showdown aí, temos vários jogadores que conseguiram ficar entre os 100 primeiros, que provavelmente serão convidados, entendeu? Então é bem democrático a parada, se você parar pra pensar, né?
So we know last game was intense.
Vai jogar? Vou jogar depois da live das 18 horas. 18 horas teremos uma live, depois das lives das 18 horas nós jogaremos, ok?
Fortnite. It really is the most difficult part.
E esse é o último jogo do campeonato, rapaziada. Lembrando que às 18 horas teremos Ninja, Tefu e a galera toda, hein? Então não perca. Oxe, nem me diga, Alex. Nem me diga.
One of two things.
Não vejo a hora.
Either Yuke's landing in the past wasn't working and they landed on Jarl's landing because these guys are
E o interessante é o quanto a Epic tá investido, né, cara, em campeonatos. Eu realmente estou impressionado.
He's keeping calm, he's playing that pole there.
Pouco tempo de jogo, eles já montaram um cenário competitivo bem, né, específico, né? Muito legal.
Tenny says, listen, bro.
He's 2 hits.
I've got my pickaxe.
He landed an 80 shotgun shot on him.
Oh my gosh.
Jeez, that could have been it right there if he would have lost his teammate.
Tenny, calm down, okay? Stop with the pickaxes, all right?
You see this? Tixie's been surviving up until this point, him and his team.
PH Ninja foi pra phase mesmo? Não sei, cara. Eu não tenho assistido muito ele, não.
Oh,
But it's reflections again.
Okay, so, you know, it makes sense now.
Head to head.
Yep. I
They
mean,
know, it's like you know what you're coming into, right? So like reflections, he knows for a fact, and Tixie hasn't changed up the outfit, right?
Right.
He's rocking this right here. You know this is him. It's happening again.
Vocês viram?
So close.
man. So now the question is, are there more players here in Tilted Towers?
And from what I can tell, he's it looks like TC's kind of farming like at a freely, just kind of going through all the loot and stuff. I think he's got it himself.
Okay. Taking a look at the map.
My favorite part. Look at Paradise.
Look at Paradise.
Oh my.
Look, even the Pueblo there just below.
Provavelmente, Trashiro.
Heating up
Provavelmente.
Loaded with players.
Grove, Pleasant Park,
Vi
Risky
sim, Lohan.
Hills. Even Lonely Lodge is seeing action.
It looks like Loya gave up Flush Factory. She's no longer landing there.
Morrer na picareta em pleno campeonato é osso, rapaz. Então, eu ia falar agora, se é louco, 200 mil é muita grana, acho que resolve alguns problemas, né, pegar? Rapaz, a primeira coisa que eu ia fazer é trocar de microfone, depois ia trocar de PC, eu ia montar um setup, ó, luxo.
This is the other hotspot we saw. Paradise Palms.
We actually haven't got to see Hobbit yet, so this is a good opportunity for him to kind of showcase what he's
Salve, César. Provavelmente vou jogar solo, meu querido.
Skirmish here. You can tell that his material and his HP is
Ou então solo duo.
we can tell. And there's 2 squads here. There's one in the main, and then there's probably another one in the residential area, because you can see him kind of peeking to the right, so he's giving that small
Conheço sim,
there's a
Vladimir.
player close by.
I love fighting in Paradise because it's so open. Like, yes, there's cover, but like even the windows, right? The windows are
Quer dizer,
wide.
conhecer eu não conheço, eu sei quem é.
Map knowledge
Entendeu?
matters here. If you don't know where the windows are, where your weak points are, someone will kind of just like slide up on you.
Yep.
Catch you off guard.
Now the question is, where is this other duo?
Yeah, you see, he's just kind of making his way towards the left-hand side here, slowly rotating to the west. They're trying to avoid that other squad to the best of their abilities.
Não, não, Phraieiro. Esse campeonato é europeu, das 18 horas é norte-americano, meu querido, não é brasileiro, não.
So now they're making a hard, aggressive push here. Oh, he actually spots the team off in the distance here in some shots. He's going to ping this player. That's just one. I knew he was one shot. You can tell he was getting lit up there. That's for armor. He
João, obrigado pelo rush, meu brother.
The squad mate can just kind of push. He is fearless, not even moving. The other player is showing a lot of respect. Did not peek once there.
But his teammate didn't even come back, so I think his
Fala tu,
teammate
João.
might feel like there's another duo here.
There is that other team that was in the residential area, so one player is like kind of being, you know, playing backup.
PH, com o que você ganha não dá pra investir no PC melhor? Não dá,
What would happen? They would have just got shot in the back, just like right
Infelizmente,
here.
meu brother.
So it's not over yet. That's a crucial shot there. Multiple players coming
Infelizmente não dá.
in. He's got to back up. He knows he's under serious pressure here.
Sì, sì, ma no.
Yeah, he made the call. He said no.
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 Look, now there's a team, or an enemy right here across the way. Is that
Oh, there's a
behind
llama
him?
back there.
I like how we both are like, llama?
Llama, dude. See, so remember, there's still a third person off to the left-hand side, and then there's this guy here, so he can't even overpeak.
Aqui,
Really.
Charles.
Stanno pushando? Non più?
Só fica aí.
They're kind of trying, they want to
He
push
said he's
this.
trying to push.
Yeah.
Faccio il lama. Riesco a farlo, ok?
He said the llama. yeah.
So look,
Want
you just eliminate this player and then you go get the llama.
See, so what he's trying to do is, you know, his teammate's trying to get to the llama to really, like, kind of tank up here.
Ai, que
And
situação.
what Hobbit's gonna do, he's just gonna buy himself some time. He's under pressure, but as long as he kind of keeps building, he should be alright. And there it is. That's the player shot from the back now, deciding to jump in this battle.
Oh, he didn't thirst hot.
Sim, são europeus,
See,
né?
so one player just got knocked. His teammate just got one right there with a explode. He must have got something good off the llama right there.
C'è un altro team, chiuditi e basta.
He's trying to counter push
Salve,
right now.
Cesarinho, como é que tá, meu querido?
He's got the high ground and he just pulled, he got the shotgun.
Oh, his teammate's here.
Yep, he just got the shotgun right there. He clutched up.
Man. That, you know, so how do you feel about that? Like, he disengaged for the llama rather than taking the fight. I don't know. I personally don't like that.
We said decision-making matters. He probably felt comfortable enough. The team that was there was being a little too passive.
Right.
And, you know, honestly, think about it from the players that are pushing's perspective. With that big porta fort in the way, you don't know what the other guy's doing.
Galera, quem não deu like ainda, não se esqueça de deixar o like,
He's
hein?
just, you know, he's kind of taunting, like, no, I'm
Beleza?
here. Yeah, I'm still here. But his teammates, you know, looting up, so.
Saiu vídeo novo no canal também, se fosse vocês, dava lá uma conferida, bem bacana, o vídeo que saiu
Freezing
hoje.
gets the stink bomb right there, just picked up the knock. That was well played.
Oh, down here.
You know, actually, you want to listen in here? Because I think they've got comms, so let's listen in.
I don't think he has any shield left. Dead.
Nice.
Death.
Nice.
Nice. Just a casual.
Yeah, we gotta move.
Yeah.
Do we go for the other rift or?
Oh, this is also going to be very important. What rift they kind of head for, or if they just move on feet.
Right. SK there in the top left. So they've already rifted. They're already moving. Okay, so heading down into the zone. Dude, there's 51 players still left in this lobby. I feel like this number just keeps going up and up per lobby right now. Oh my gosh.
It's the last game. People are probably going to be the most cautious this one.
Yeah, that's true. Interesting. So where do you think...
Tá conseguindo não, Kaique? Deixa eu dar uma olhadinha aqui.
They're kind of leaning towards Fatal here, probably because the probability to get stoned, you can tell from his
Tenta agora.
he doesn't really
Vê
have
se
much
você
stone.
consegue.
And that is a very, very crucial headshot because these guys are already
Nice.
engaging on another squad. They're going to be able to come in at the very least, get a clean up, and they may
Tenta
not
agora,
push
vê se
the
vai.
last team left. They might count it as like a little victory here if they can get one more elimination.
That's right. I mean, hey, at this point, this stage of the game, final game of the day, every elimination matters, so... Oh, they find Rasmussen.
I would have left that player alive.
You think so?
Yeah, because when this next battle breaks out, if the teammate of his were to get eliminated, he would know he would get that kill. That will give him some information, right? So he just kind of gave up a little bit of information here, and because of that, I told you they may not take this fight.
And now they're
It'd be a fair 2v2.
Yeah, I see some, and maybe instead just push those.
So
those
the
big players.
fact, yeah, the reason that they just took the elimination, they're just going to back out and try and get more resources. He actually just boxed him out there. You could have made the edit play, but decides not to. Kind of missed opportunity, if you ask me.
Let's go!
Nice job, though. Bounces right over on Tinny. SEV here, they're still in the Viking land over here, so well played. That's a nice little upgrade too. So he's solo now.
Let's go, dude.
I mean, you gotta feel good though. He finds himself tinny, so
yeah, it's 2 points. That puts him high up now.
Yeah,
it's a good start. And they had more than that already.
Yeah, you're good. Go short.
Look at this.
Yeah, can you sandwich
Beef boss. Dude, look, he's just trying to bring Phraieiro to the world, okay?
Yeah,
that's all it is.
Here. Love his camera, by the way. Yeah, I love seeing nice little high quality camera setups as well played.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, nice quality.
Dakota vai jogar também? Eu acho que ele joga à noite sim, ô César. 18 horas eu acredito que ele joga sim.
This guy is one. Now you see, he went from aiming really
Você vê muito menos Johnson, né, Cesarinho, no torneio europeu.
He got like 56-22 and he knew the player was like, had nothing left.
Talvez seja o formato, né? Tem que matar mais de 8, você ganha 5 pontos, então a busca por kill no middle game deve ser bem...
Oh, he pulls out the minigun from a distance here. This is so risky. Minigunning by himself. No one's watching his back. That's the con to the minigun. You use it and you're exposed.
Listen, he's the beef boss, okay? He's the boss of the land right now.
Yeah.
He's trying to go in now.
See, so he is very hesitant to fully, dive into this battle. He's trying to play the distance game, but now he's not going to get that knock. I'm pretty sure this guy's going to get the rev off.
Someone just rifted in.
He needs materials. This is a tough play for him right here.
Coitado, mano.
Oh, man, so
he's in a bad situation.
Yeah, I feel like at this point, like you just gotta wait, right? You like gotta bide your time.
If it's me, I go into cave, so I don't have to get into a build battle, and I play the close quarter with my low resources.
Yeah.
This is what you do here. You play this cave and you hug it. This is your lifeline. Basically, like either get out and get to the next zone, or play the cave and try to bait someone towards you. Alright, looks like he's gonna just decide to kind of take it as an L. He didn't really get the elimination there, unfortunately. Get on there.
Back over to Majin and Loya.
Mais jogador jogando em 4x3, hein, guys?
Out of the risky real area. It worked out for them. They're gonna get deep in the zone here.
So now they're over salty. They still have a little ways to go.
Yeah, and I think Loya just gave it a little call out there. If you heard it, she said, I think there's some players under me, so they just flew over a team. They got to be very careful here. Oh, these trees are already down to one hit. Yep, he's got to be careful. Oh man, just getting beamed from the backside here. Ouch. He's got a shield pod. He's got to do something.
I mean, but this enemy only built like a 1x1, and it's only like half of one, so...
He's confident. Some people are like confident when playing the low ground. He wants to bait him out, most likely.
Oh, wow. Retaliates with the 62 to shields? Okay.
That's a heavy shot right there.
Now, here's the thing. Loya is still making her way over.
Yeah, Loya's actually on the left-hand side with the natural
Nossa, boa.
Wizard goes down.
That's why he didn't build fully there. His teammate wasn't in the proper position to make the push, so he was kind of waiting on his squad mate. His squad mate came up, but a little too late. Looks like he's going to be able to pick himself up.
Cara, quando você tá jogando duo e o cara te deita, o seu duo tem que estar próximo pra poder vingar, né, cara? Você não pode perder um duo e não vingar a morte do seu duo, né? Então por isso que é interessante os duos sempre jogarem bem juntos, pra poder você fazer a troca de kill, né? Então você cai pro oponente e o seu duo consegue finalizar o oponente, a troca de kill, né? Tem que ter... Nossa, que tiro bonito, cara! Que tiro bonito!
And this is a semi. I love the semi. The semi's in such a good space in the game right now. That small damage buff that it got about like 2 updates ago really made a difference on the semi-sniper, like kind of seeing its way up into the competitive play.
Might be someone pushing up.
DK is a legendary sniper here.
Notice they're checking their 6 right here. They definitely don't want to, get too excited. This is a,
Nossa, estranho, né? O cara jogando com a mão esquerda, né? Eu também acho, mano.
Kind of hear him kind of talking through, and it's funny because they're saying even things that they think they're saying they could do this, they could do that, right?
Yeah.
Always reminding and refreshing what you think could happen.
So notice he gave the shield up to Razor. Razor's probably definitely the more confident, close quarter, aggressive player.
Yeah.
So like you got to know your teammate, right? Is your teammate better at building and stuff like that? You might want to give him the full armor because he's the one that's going to be in the front line.
Yeah.
And DK probably plays that support role. That's why he's got the sniper. So you kind of see the playstyles right here, showing themselves in little ways.
And look, the circle finds itself on top of them. So now they're just going to build up. Just going to play the slow game.
Yeah, you definitely just want to chill, especially with zone right here.
Yep. Thick and block over to them.
Ooh, so what are they going to do here?
They're like...
They might be looking to just bounce out. Oh, they're just setting up some, you know, little structures to protect themselves so you can get some shots and some players hugging on the mountain, I think.
And I think, so if I'm not mistaken, on the across the way on that mountain...
Right, yeah, you got Razor and DK over there.
Yeah, so they're on the mountain just in front of them, yeah.
They're posted, but you see that team down to the left? That's why he built this little, you know, odd structure to kind of protect them from Razor's shot. Yeah, because they already got knocked once, right? By the time you know he's got a shot. So that's a little bit of respect. He's kind of, you know, exposing himself a lot.
Porque o servidor não é brasileiro, Daniel. Esse é o servidor europeu e o das 18 horas vai ser servidor americano, então...
Oh my, that was a shot on Voya from that far.
200 meters.
200 meters with elevation. That's crazy. The compensation on that shot was really good. I told you guys, these guys on the EU scene really show up with these sniper shots week after week. It's kind of crazy.
Wait, so Amar and Ames here are like literally to the... What, right of these players here?
Yeah.
They're on the mountain behind them.
Everyone's so close because you can see the bridge right there. It's just battle after battle here.
Gotaga and Mikolau still here.
I'm telling you, they make it to these end games pretty consistently, so they have good game sense and rotation.
Provavelmente, se tiver qualificatório, né?
They're playing some really good games consistently.
31 players left alive. What's going through their heads, Monster? What do you think?
They're buying time. You notice that they're in like a little bit of a sky fortress off of the side of a mountain, so they're keeping their elevation, but they're not, you know, burning resources. And you can tell they're kind of actually low on resources here. So they're just looking for someone to rotate in from the storm, get themselves a quick pick, and hopefully capitalize on that material delivery, if you want to call it that. And wow, just catches one, not even moving there.
We call this gargoyling. You just kind of sit there for too long.
Yeah.
And Mikolau says, look, I've got a heavy sniper, bro.
That's it. And that's a long-range shot. This heavy sniper actually has a little bit less bullet drop, so you know.
Já tá só 18 horas, velho.
Bullets pretty quick. Yeah, oof.
Oh my
almost hits that shot as well. He's probably right here. You just want to pull out his AR. Oh yeah, the hesitation. He lost on a free elimination there. That player was super lit, but you know the long reload time on the heavy can kind of cost him a point there.
And look, because he's committing so much to this, now there's like players above him. They're dropping their remote explosives.
Knock him off the high ground here.
Trying to beam in, trying to...
Remember, I was going to say, the more focus he puts on the right side, this other team's just kind of coming in from that blind side. Because there's a squad above him. That's why Gotaga's actually playing, you know, the build off, just kind of like making sure that he's safe here. What a
nice
shot. Another shot
on Nox.
This guy is crazy. Oh,
and look, now he just draws a beat again. He's like, oh look,
game 5, the game of the sniper shots here for real.
He's literally just waiting. He's like, give me a single pixel.
It's like, I dare you.
I dare you.
I dare you. You hear it. I told you, when you hear the heavy sniper, you gotta respect it. It's kind of like the double barrel.
Agora a movimentação deles vai ser complicada, né, cara?
Really know kind of where it
Olha
is.
onde é que fechou, mano. Vai ser bem complicado
Keep our heads
agora.
down. We know there's one in play right now.
That's right. So it looks like now
Tem campeonato da BD quando? Quando tiver chave de pareamento, meu querido. BD não joga canto, quem disse, Vini?
Yeah.
Eu, hein?
There's a team up top. This is pretty tough.
Tefun, esses caras aí estão participando, Vini, 18 horas. 18 horas eles vão estar, beleza?
Right here, Tixi doesn't want to battle. You know, he wants to conserve as much materials as possible. He just wants to get there. Notice, you see, like most teams, they do like the whole crazy over turtle build right there. He's just rotating comfortably before things kind of pop off. And look, these dudes are right underneath the base. They're deciding whether or not they want to siege it. Oh, so these guys, yeah, they're doing the editing, so they're kind of looking out. But it looks like they didn't get spotted because they would have went higher right there. And there it is. Oh, look how quick the reaction speed was as soon as he noticed them. RPG is a game changer here.
Nossa, que lindo, cara.
170 crit shot right there. That was actually
Tiro
crazy.
lindo, brother.
And now he's got the high ground. He's just going to dive in here. You got to be careful with the spike traps.
He's trying.
Oh,
DK
goes down to Razor and DK are eliminated.
Fala tu, Rafael.
Yeah, he's hype.
Não, a chave de pareamento está liberada para os Estados Unidos e para a Europa, né? Os campeonatos oficiais.
That was just a great siege.
Yeah, for sure. I think they didn't quite anticipate how aggressive.
Porque não tem chave de pareamento, Vini.
Position right there. They have the high ground.
Nossa, é tão difícil de
with the zone.
entender isso.
the Vic, Skyart. They're within the zone, but they're more...
A BD tem patrocínio da Ace, era pra dar um PC pra você, ô louco, Estevam. Aí
This is a
vantagem, hein?
scary spot to be in, because yeah, they can kind of like, you know, hold people out, but next zone is really going to dictate, so they're not going for center.
Salve, Vedrops, obrigado pela sua inscrição, meu querido.
They've got to get, like, they got to capitalize and at least try and pick off some player. Yeah, they know there's going to be players coming in. They really just have to capitalize in this spot.
Nossa, se esse tiro pega... Não, não é sniper não, né? É automática.
Use that storm to their advantage here. The Rift to go is going to be a big game changer too. One storm 6.
Nossa, galerinha agora tá metendo um Johnson legal no finalzinho do jogo, hein, guys?
Alright,
Let's build a little higher here.
Now they know.
Johnson com janela.
Teto,
teto.
Oh, that quick edit.
Boa, boa. Ai, papai.
His reaction speed was great though. Well, oh, that was excellent. Dude, Edix is fast, man. You blink right there and you wouldn't have seen him. That was actually a great, like, real, like, stand-up effort by Etnix to try and do that. He almost made it.
It was very, very close. So now back.
Etnix still has a teammate. I mean, the guy's down.
So
we're back on
close to each other.
Yeah, they're so close. Everyone's so close here. You have 20 players, and the zone's just tightening up here. Look at that.
Look at this, right? So Mikolau and Gutaga still down there. Beehive and Blood down there as well. They just used the rift. Did you see it?
It went. Oh no, I kind of missed that one right there. That's a nice snipe right there. He just quick scoped this dude. And someone else actually thirsted. So you have 2 squads in here. This is where you go in. Yeah, go in, work together, really. Oh, the edit play was made back on him. It's gonna push his back against the wall. He's got to be very careful. There's still squads above him. With 50 HP, that's 2 shots, and he's going down here.
He does have the bandages. Yeah, you just got to take a moment.
Yeah, you don't want to. Being so far from his teammate here, he definitely doesn't want to get picked off right now. So they're kind of not working together, right? Like his teammates in his own little battle, his little skirmish here. He's in one.
Just rip the shield from that player there. Amar's not that close, surprisingly.
Oof, he just got shot in the back right there. Now this is going to bring him danger close to the other opponent.
He only has 3 bandages left. He didn't even finish that bandage.
Yeah, no acho, Mateus. So these guys are rotating. He's trying to get a pick right here.
Oh, he has no mats, monster.
Honestly, I give this kill to the Storm. Don't let him take it. Oh, Keenstar. Wow.
But now look, now Keenstar's in the Storm right now.
That's a game changer right there. If he could have got that knock,
que é o melhor BR? Isso não existe, cara. Pelo amor de Deus, jogo de variável não tem melhor e o pior, não. Existe o mais constante e menos constante.
Jeez, slow it down, brother. Not playing any games. No, you see, so he has to reload the sniper here.
Tira da cabeça esse negócio de que não sei o que é melhor que não sei o que. Tira isso da cabeça.
With that high ground right there, you gotta get that sniper shot.
That's right. And look, that was Beehive and Blood, so they counter and say, look, we're not going to let you in. We're going to gatekeep and hold this down. 8 players left, monster.
We've seen Beehive already take a victory earlier today.
Yep.
And they're looking like they might be working their way to the next one.
So look, block at the bottom there. We've got 2 teams, Mitro and Svenos, yet again, every time.
This is where, like, block really has to make the decision to build up, while players have to rotate towards them and not burn their resources. I already saw them kind of overbuilding.
Right.
Because they think, just because they're in the low ground, they're in, like, you know, the worst spot. Yeah, see that?
Queria perguntar pra vocês o seguinte, cadê a grande habilidade dos jogadores nesse final de campeonato? O jogo não é esse jogo que vocês veem não, guys. É totalmente diferente, cara. É outro game, brother. É outro game. É só prestar atenção. Você vai jogar uma scrim? Você vai jogar um campeonato desses que estão acontecendo? É uma beauty fight danada, rapaz. Eu não sei esse outro de $4.000 que estão falando, né? Esse daí eu acho que a galera vai jogar mais, né, mais tranquilinho. Mas scrim é beauty fight total. Isso daí não é a mesma coisa, sabe? É outra coisa, cara. É outro nível, mano.
Oh, they're gonna get the best position possible off the top of the zone. What a... Oh, man, this is great.
So look, another dual launch padded. So now look, and you touched on
waiting for the zone so they can land on the high ground here.
Oh my gosh.
That was
Tamo junto, Rafa. É nóis, meu querido. Obrigado pela presença, meu brother.
His teammate landed prematurely to catch him, so they have the high ground.
Nossa, que maravilha, mano. Que jogada boa, hein? Usaram o novo... Nossa, eles vão ter que voltar.
That's teammate of the year.
Vai complicar pra ele, vai complicar. Se ele errou... C4? Nossa.
C4, it's not over yet. This is a battle.
Pegou high ground.
I hear clapping on the keyboards. They know what time it is.
Mitro is focused. He's
pronto, tartarugou.
by as well.
Now it's their high ground.
And look at that, with literally one remote explosive, they literally flip the game on its head, and now they claim high ground.
But look, they can't keep the pressure out.
Como sempre, eu ia falar que quem tem o high ground tem a vantagem, mas já tomaram uma roquetada. Ainda continua no high ground.
With 60 mediums, it's going to be it right here. Oh, he had to hit the shot.
Vocês perceberam isso? Que no final do game todo mundo que tá no high ground acaba descendo? Olha lá. Acaba descendo, brother.
It's up to Maestro to really clutch up right now.
Claro, na Beauty Fight agora você tem que dominar o high ground,
mas...
Nice.
Third party this a bit.
Nice, não tem mais como derrubar.
I think he's overbuilding though. He's got to chill just a bit.
Yeah, he only has 100 wood there. 120.
Quase que ele vai de mal. 1x1, hein? 1x1, hein?
Second monster. This is seriously. It's a 1v1. Look, it's just this one player.
That's a laser right there. He just beamed him. Look at how much HP he has right here. Oh,
has 2 HP. If he does anything wrong. Look, Maestro wants to go for it. He knows exactly.
He's already descended on him. Oh, he knows where he's at. Look at that edit play. Almost.
Oh! Olha o Mitro aí, guys.
Unbelievable. Now, here's the thing, man. If that's anyone else, that edit play gets you the game.
Yeah.
Maestro, though.
Então, eu tava vendo isso. Não, não tô jogando esse campeonato, não. 3-2, 3-1.
Pin of the game.
That was
you saw, he literally edited, and in the moment the shot was fired, he literally counteracts and builds and stops the bullet. Like, that's literally, that was seconds.
That slight hesitation.
Esse metagame do finalzinho, cara, nossa, é sensacional, mano. Entendo sim, Danny.
Let's check out the final moments coming in from match number 5. Let's see how Maestro managed to clutch out.
Ó, high ground, desceu!
Yeah, you see, we knew he had to descend. He was kind of
Saca?
all the way at the top.
Isso tá virando comum, cara. Você chega aí no finalzinho, no top 2, top 3, você acaba descendo, entendeu? Isso tá acontecendo bastante. Galera, lembrando, 18 horas vai ter Ninja, ter Full, da Clean, a galera toda. Então não perca hoje. 18 horas, eu vou estar reabrindo a live às 18 horas, tá? Então eu conto com a presença de todos vocês. E depois da live das 18 horas, vamos ter uma gameplayzinha mais à noite. Beleza? Não se esqueça, hein?
What a series of games we've seen today. I mean, and you know what's really interesting is everything that's happened has been like unique. We've seen a ton of snipes from different angles. We've seen rift plays. Dang, Warchi just...
These snipes are crazy. These snipes are crazy.
Going up.
I love this outfit right here. Look at that.
Finds Elim. There it is. I hope that all these...
Não, hoje é amanhã, Ponte.
Another one.
Well played.
Tamo junto, CR7.
These guys are really smart too, you know, you got the knock, they just...
Oh, look, this is the one where he literally...
Nossa, esse tiro foi bonito, hein? Esse tiro foi o tiro mais bonito do dia, foi hoje.
But that was like a decision he made.
O mais bonito hoje foi esse.
This spot fire here. Yep. And if this guy jumps, awesome, and he did.
Oh,
guys, não percam, 18 horas, guys, não percam. Vai ter Full, vai ter Ninja, vai ter Mif, vai ter da Queen, vai ter Hamlet, vai ter todo mundo, cara. Vai ser um jogo bonito, hein? Nossa, que tiro lindo, brother. Que tiro lindo.
Trying to put down shots. Look at that on Veinless. Mikulao, man. This guy all day with the...
We didn't even see that one.
Oh my god.
We didn't even get to see that one. That's crazy. That shot, dude. 150.
O cara tá dando muito tiro bonito, hein? Excelente o tiro do Mikulao.
Especially when someone has the heavy sniper in the right hands.
You gotta respect it.
Final moments coming in. This is how Maestro managed to secure the victory royale. Oh my god.
That reaction speed.
Dude.
GG's.
Just unbelievable. I mean, these are the guys that won a few weeks ago. Atlantis.
Vou sim, Lucas. 18 horas, hein?
They even played phenomenally last week. I mean,
Negão, não foi a Epic Games que baniu o T-Full, não, Negão. Pelo que eu tô sabendo, foi YouTube e Twitch, hein?
I think everyone knows that was it Game 4 or Game 3?
Game 3.
Game 3 ending. Watching Strike come out the zone like that and then get that 10 kill elimination was Pretty crazy.
Oh my gosh. Ladies and gentlemen, we have standings from our final game of EU. Let's take a look and see where players fell. So right there.
Seven nós e Mitro em primeiro.
Scoring 8 with it.
King está de novo no top 3, top 5, cara. É muita consistência, mano. Não adianta falar, é muita consistência do King Star e do Zevizer. Muita. T15 e o Shower também em 8º lugar. Muita consistência em todos os campeonatos, desde a semana passada até agora. Tá sendo excelente o rendimento deles. E eles não são o estilo rushador, né?
That just shows you, like, getting 2 eliminations, you know you're kind of top 20 already, so you're really hunting for that 3rd and 4th, because that'll put you closer to top 10.
Yeah. You know what we also have is a Mikalau package.
Oh, yeah?
To take a look
18 horas, Luiz.
Let's see gameplay coming in from Mikalau.
Just put them together.
Just, I mean...
Put it all together.
Just put it... Oh, yeah. I mean, this guy literally showed up all day, right? Just
all day. We've been so much consistency coming out of him. Look at all his
Mikalau
highlights.
joga fino, mano.
He's playing so great. Oh, and they timed this one.
Yeah, remember? So he takes the wall down, and then his teammate...
Nossa, mano, isso foi muito lindo. É muito lindo esses estilos em conjuntos,
If
né?
this guy's got a sniper, you back up, boys. Hey, you get away. You can't even get away, actually.
18 horas, Luiz. Ninja vai participar às 18 horas, meu querido. Falou, pegar, vou ter que sair. Abraço, Alex. Tamo junto. Algum campeonato previsto com a BD ou estão esperando oportunidade melhor? Nenhum nem outro, Daniel. Estamos esperando só a chave de pareamento. Assim que tiver a chave de pareamento, a gente vai jogar, beleza?
Oh my gosh, man. It's just like...
Esse cara tá jogando fino de sniper, hein? Fino.
Unbelievable. So, what do you think, dude? How are you enjoying this format?
I think so far teams have really showed up after they got cooking, so I think we can see a little bit of consistency probably develop later too. I would assume probably the NAC is gonna, like, you know, have a little bit of a slow start, but you see at the end like multiple teams picking up 8+, you know, kind of eliminations and stuff like that. So
yeah, do you think there's maybe anything they might have learned from just watching EU play?
Oh, without a doubt. Whenever you get those sky views and kind of see the hot spots, like let's just say I'll give an example, Flush Factory. At first, someone's there, and then you realize like it just kind of cleared out. So for teams that are, you know, kind of don't know where they want to go, it might be a decision. But I gave away the juice, so sorry.
Now we have the final standings coming in from, this is the first day, our first 5 matches. Man, I am not surprised to see Skyther at the top. We saw him drop a 20 bomb there in game
Skyter
Kinstar and J-Biz, they had
em primeiro, Kingstar e J-Biz em segundo, Tix em terceiro, Gotagá em quarto, Seven nós em quinto. Gente, é o que realmente se esperava, né? É o que realmente se esperava. Eu esperava o George da Fnatic um pouco melhor pontuado. Cadê a Lowy também? Eu queria saber onde é que a Lowy, qual colocação que ela ficou. Lowy a 36º, poxa vida. Ethnix ficou também 39º. E o Yoshi, mano, da Solar ficou em último, brother. Caramba. Então é isso, guys. 18 horas teremos Ninja, Tefu e todo mundo. Eu tô jogando todo dia, Paladino. Todo dia eu tô jogando, meu querido.
I want to give a little shout out to like Gotaga and Mikalau. These guys play phenomenally. Love the highlights that they were.
Concordo com você, Nathaniel.
Out there. I think it was pretty sick. And yeah, for everyone that
Pegar, como eu posso fazer para virar um pro player? Primeiro, meu querido, respeite a todos, tenha humildade, não xingue ninguém, não xingue a esposa de ninguém, a mãe de ninguém. Segundo, treine. Uma hora vai chegar a tua vez de jogar aí e a oportunidade vai surgir. Então é isso, rapaziada. Tamo junto, valeu. 6 horas estamos de volta, hein? Conto com a presença de todos vocês. Às 6 horas estaremos de volta. Muito obrigado pela presença de todos. Foi uma honra ter vocês aqui. Um abraço.